All right, welcome to the BS sessions, man. You know where you're at. Jerry, who do we fucking have tonight, bitch?
Well, we got, the usual, you and Charles. And we've got a very, very special guest, Eric from the
Hey, that's me.
The Rock All Over You podcast.
Hey, you got it correct.
Haven't had him on in a while. This is going to be interesting because, I don't know, his taste in Zeppelin were not great when I first met him. It's going to be interesting to hear him tonight. So, be interesting. Then we got Andy Rodriguez again, from the Blackspinner Podcast.
Hey, Andy Rodriguez.
Yeah, how's it going? Hey there, nice to finally meet you.
It's nice to meet you too, brother.
Yeah, looking forward to this. I mean, Charles, you got something to say to start us off?
I'll crack my drink.
No, man, just welcome everybody to the show. And
thank you, Charles.
It's going to be a great topic today. And let's not push Eric too hard, man. He just got on board.
Baby steps.
We don't want to scare him away there. I already told him we're a welcoming bunch, unlike the Kiss twats.
All right, Mark, man, what do we got, man?
All right, man. Well, Charles, what are we doing now?
Our ultimate 11, Led Zeppelin.
All right, man. What I gotta say is that Edwin, I think, got him into Zeppelin, but I'm the one who freaking put him on a podcast to do a Zeppelin episode first.
To be fair, though, it was Edwin because I watched his video, and that's really what made me go and dive into Zeppelin.
Fucking asshole. I was trying to get you into Zeppelin.
Well, you warmed it up. Mark, it's like, I don't know how to say it. You warmed me up.
I was the ugly chick who jacked you off first. Okay, I get it.
Sure, yeah. That's what it is.
I think I missed something, and I'm glad I did.
Yeah, you missed some shit.
You're the fluffer, huh, Mark?
I'm the fluffer. Yeah.
That's a new nickname, the fluffer.
No more pre-cock. The pre-cock
Cocks last week, now fluffing.
Podcast.
Fucking Annie say he was watching Tom Cruise movies. I go, oh, what you want? I was all excited. So I was just joking. Fucker.
Oh shit, I hit my hand.
Well, let's get into this. I'm gonna start off with a rant. I got a 2-part rant, and I'll let you guys talk about it. One just happened today. It kind of pissed me off with some low cash, whatever the fuck his name was. But
that guy.
I'm gonna start off with, why the fuck is Don Dokken still fucking touring?
Hey,
what's wrong with him?
Hey, Mark, chill out.
I'm in the middle of a rant. She's supposed to go after.
Fucking Don Dokken, I would give him respect. Yeah, I'll be honest, that motherfucker can't sing for shit. He's up there with like Paul Stanley has like horrible vocals. But the thing with Don Dokken is he seems like a really nice guy. He doesn't have to tour because from what I hear, he has a lot of money and his wife has a lot of money. And 3, he just seems like he just wants to be out on the road and he enjoys it. He's not a guy doing it for the money. He's a guy just doing the love of doing music. And I commend him for that. And, Don Dokken, he was always painted as the asshole throughout the career. Now you grow up and you find out George Lynch was actually the big fucking asshole.
They were both assholes.
Yeah, but George Lynch is still an asshole, whereas Don, learned from his past, to be a nicer person. George Lynch is still an asshole.
I'm just saying, but the thing is, you want to go see them. You don't want to see him go out like that. I love Dokken. I love Dokken without George Lynch. I love freaking Levine.
Well, here's the thing, man. You know what he sounds like, so you don't have to buy a ticket, man. Yeah.
These
guys do this their whole life, man. It's not easy for them to just give it up. You know what I'm saying?
Use tapes. Yeah. Use tapes. Use tapes. Fucker, use tapes.
Here we go with the tapes again.
No, I don't care, dude. Use tapes. If he wants to go out like that, the band sounds amazing. He's the one fucking up the band. I'm like, it's like fucking listening to fucking Metallica, Saint Anger. The drums fucking ruin that album.
No, the album ruins that album.
I like the lyrics in that.
I like one song. The title track, and that's it. The rest of it sucks.
Dude, it came on shuffle the other day. I went next. I was like, how did this fucking get on my iPhone? What the fuck did I do?
Yeah, what are you doing? Yeah, Mark, that shit will give your phone viruses.
No, dude, fucking Mr. Big blew a speaker today, so I'm fucking pissed. But
that's possible.
Yeah, your speakers are trying to commit suicide from hearing Mr. Big. Like, oh, take it to that rush.
You know what?
Like, oh, take it to that rush.
I put myself up for ridicule because
You do, man. You set yourself up.
You
all
do.
the
You
time,
set
dude.
yourself up, Mark.
But you know what? You take it like a fucking champ, and that's what I love about you, man.
The speaker's not in.
You can really take it, Mark. You can take it like a champ.
fucking hard to get there. They're closed on Sundays, a fucking speaker place. So I gotta fucking go somewhere else. But and then I got another guy. This guy on fucking RMCP page, freaking Charles wrote, you ain't RMCP if you don't like Oasis. And I went, well, fuck. I said something. I was just joking with what I said, but this motherfucker low cash or whatever says you're
Low
fucking
cash.
you're hanging on the fuck whatever. What is it? Cash something?
I said
don't
ass flow. I said ass
Cash
flow.
Cash flow.
If your last name is Cash Flow, like you probably work at McDonald's and you're probably over the age of 40 and probably will not get laid anytime in the near future.
My God, he was calling him hanging on the coattails of other podcasts. I go, fuck, I bet he hasn't heard Freeform, but fucking Charles doesn't hang on shit. Charles isn't
God damn it.
Charles isn't a fucking follower. He fucking has his own fucking opinions. He's fucking unlike you, Eric. I'm joking.
But
You fucking you're sucking Dr. Fuck's dick half the day, but
I'm not sucking that man's dick. God damn it.
well, you're licking his ass.
I have my own opinions, damn it. I have my own opinions.
Hey, he hasn't asked me yet, and I'm not saying yes or no at the moment.
Hey, Dr. Fuck hates Who Wants to Be Lonely, and he loves Silent Lucidity, and that's like the complete opposite of how I think.
I know. I'm just fucking with you guys. It's fun. He said, we have the right to fuck with each other. Who the fuck is this guy? You know, nobody can fucking talk shit to Charles and you guys but
Charleston.
me. I'm a shit talker.
It's a fucking troll, dude. That's all that dude is.
It's my name like Cash.
It's probably TR in disguise, you know.
All right, man.
Charles,
you got anything to say about that asshole?
Whoa,
No,
what are we talking about?
listen, it
Assholes?
don't
Who's
matter,
asshole are we
man.
talking about?
It don't matter, man. You're doing something right if somebody don't like you in my world.
True. That's true.
Yeah, that's what I told you, Charles. I go, you're finally a real podcaster. You got hate. Once you get hate, you're there, buddy.
Fills me with goodness, just like making them Hagar fans squirm and cry and keeping it real on the Freeform show and the BS sessions. That's right. We all know.
Mark, what are you pointing at?
I'm pointing
I
at that
believe.
fucking OU812, bitches.
Oh,
Ian
Mark,
and-
take that shit down. This
Yeah,
is gonna
no-
get the
no
video
doubt.
taken off YouTube.
Ian and Ralph should scrub that fucking page because there's way too much Hagar love been going on, man. That was a bylaw getting on there. I
won't even get into the Hagar conversation.
I hold this truth to be self-evident, and this is the last reference to Hagar today, that man sucks ass. I know that,
Through a straw.
and that's part of the fucking law
Yeah.
being an RMCP soldier. But
you know,
Sammy Hagar.
you know what? I like to stir shit. I like to do things, but I don't post any Van Hagar, Sammy Hagar, or anything on their page because I fucking respect them. I keep it to my pages, and they could come on and bitch at me on those pages.
Dude,
all
you'd
they
get
want.
brutal. You'd get brutalized if you did.
You would.
Dude, I was in this group called the Mojo Dojo where they fucking those motherfuckers went into other people's groups who like Sammy Hagar and fucking took them over. They actually got in there, talked all nice about Sammy. They made him administrator and then kicked everybody out.
Oh yeah, before
They were brutal.
Before I forget, I'm gonna just make a shout out to my boy Scribble, man. He's a cool dude. He said he texted me today. Said
I love that guy.
He said
Yeah.
I was the Dean Martin of our show. I fucking love that guy now.
You're the Dean
Love that
Martin.
dude.
I don't know what. Fuck that shit. I was
What the fuck
nicknamed.
you talking about, Sammy? You like Sammy?
Fucking
Say
talking
Sammy.
about that. I ain't drinking tequila.
Hey, let's take a drink for him. That guy rules.
I was
I love that
hey,
guy.
fucking
You're,
Edwin called me Dean Martin.
He said you're Jerry Lewis.
Fuck that.
Hey,
Hey, that's a good. I like Jerry Lewis because I do like to take shit. So, but let's get it.
Speaking
I
of
want to
script,
give a shout out to she knows who she is. My cupcake. She's beautiful. She got hair extensions. Damn, oh, she looks so damn cute. Oh my god.
All right,
Yeah,
Andy,
get
you got
it.
anything you want to say? Anything you want to say, man?
And
yeah, that Scribble's going to be on the Blackspinner Circle doing an interview on the 15th about his music and all that. So that's
Right
going to
on.
be. I got him for the 15th, and he's excited, and I'm excited.
I gotta get him on. I gotta get him on my show. I keep
I've
to
kept
plan it
inviting him, but he's too picky.
out.
He doesn't want to do NWA. He doesn't want to do Zeppelin. He wants to do Black Sabbath or Ice Cube. I said, well, we'll
I think
do
he
that.
wanted to do. I think with us, he wanted to do Metallica. So
Asshole.
yeah.
Fuck you, Scribble. He lives down the freeway from me too. We gotta hang out. Gotta get him like right here with me. He says he's a DJ. He has more headphones.
Go ahead, Andy.
Hopefully, we can put him in a rotation on Blackspinner Circle. Have him on like every month or so with different topics. But first off, we'll be getting to know him a bit more about his music and stuff like that. So
Yeah, I mean, he was just texting me, man, just fucking saying how much he loved the show and shit, man. What a fucking great dude.
Dude, he leaves
He
comments.
does that with me too. Yeah, he's
Yeah.
the coolest, man. He's a great supporter of like all of our shows, man.
Dude, he leaves so many
Yeah.
comments onto YouTube. He leaves like his top 10, his top 11. He leaves all this shit. He puts fire. You know, that guy is always commenting. I'm always commenting back. I'm kind of leaving him up so you guys could see him. But again, he's a great dude. And the thing is with him, dude, me and him used to fight a lot. Like all
Mark,
the
you
people.
fight with everyone. You fight with everyone.
No shit. I fucking blocked the guy like 3 or 4 times in my life.
That was over politics. You know, like I said, the people who get blocked are usually my best friends.
Yeah. It's like an hour later, we just like, oh, I'm sorry, dude.
Don't worry, Andy. I won't block you. You're too cool.
All right, man. What we got on the BS list, brother?
Well, I wanted to know if he had anything to say about Dawkins.
Oh, okay.
Fucking Dockin rules, man. Rocking with Dockin, baby. That's all.
Andy.
Man, I love Dawkins. I saw him back in the 90s and early 2000s. And his voice is just so awesome. And to hear it go down the tubes, you know, just, I don't know. I don't think I'd pay to see it these days.
It makes me cry, dude.
Yeah.
It's sad, yeah. It's really sad. But with Paul Stanley, it's not so sad because Paul Stanley kind of deserves it with the way he's acted. But Dom just seems like such a nice guy who, like, yeah, he was an asshole back in the 80s, but like he seems like he really changed his ways. So to see him like struggle like that, it's really hard. He had all the other health issues too, where like his hands were like paralyzed and whatnot. It's just it's really sad.
And he always seems like he's trying to do his best on stage.
Yeah, it really does. Like you can tell he really enjoys it. He loves it. He doesn't want to quit doing it.
All right, man.
Yeah.
Well, let's get to the BS, man, because we got to get to it. I have 2 Stephen Piercy stories, so I'll put them both together.
I fucking love Stephen Piercy. I love that guy.
Rat would have been perfect. Rat would have been perfect for the stadium tour with Motley Crue and Def Leppard. And he also talks about working with Rat guitarist D. Martini. We could write songs all day long. We could put a record out in a week. So I'm going to start with you, Eric.
I fucking love Stephen Piercy. He follows me on Instagram. Man, I love Steven, man. He's one of my biggest heroes. Rat, you know, I've said multiple times before, Rat was like the band I listened to the most in high school. They're a big part of my life. I have right down there, I have the DVD with all the music videos and like the old VHS tapes, like all on a DVD set. I love Rat. And Steven Piercy, I love the guy. I'm seeing him in March in Ohio, and I cannot wait for that show, man. He's a cool guy. I love Stephen Piercy, man. I hope he makes more music with Warren DeMartini. That'd be fucking sick. I'd love to see Rat get back together, but I'm seeing Stephen Piercy, and that's like the closest I'm gonna get to seeing Rat, you know. So at least I get to see that. I get to see him sing those songs that I love so much live. But I hope he gets together with Warren and hopefully Carlos Carvazo and does another great album, because Infestation was probably, in my opinion, one of the best comeback albums next to like Blood of the Nations by Accept. You know, it was phenomenal. So I love
Carlos.
Steve Piercy.
Carlos
Carlos
was
amazing.
amazing himself, man. Yeah.
Great songwriter. But Stephen Piercy, man, he rules. Him and his girlfriend, Miss Truth or Dare. She's beautiful, and I'm glad he's doing well and has a beautiful girlfriend, because he fucking deserves it, because he made my childhood, my teenage years awesome.
Andy, what do you got to say about that?
Yeah, I saw Stephen Piercy when the show started to come back out after COVID. I guess 2019 or 2020. I saw him with Winger. And man, great show.
Yeah, Winger, baby.
He might he might sound older, but he still sounds real, and you can still hear Stephen Pearcy, and he put on a hell of a show.
He seems to be a lot healthier now too.
Yeah.
Well, he had all those surgeries on his knee, so he's good.
Mhm. He seems to be really he seems to be cleaner now, and he really like him on stage nowadays. It's definitely a lot better because I know for a while there he was.
Oh man, there were a few videos I saw, man, where he was just plastered, man. I mean, I felt for the guy.
It's he looks he looks a lot healthier now, in a lot better shape and better spirit. So I'm so happy for that.
Yeah, because I 2000, he looked horrible and sounded horrible. This last time I saw him, he was great. Now, Rat doing the stadium tour, I think people would have liked to see that too. I really think that they belong in that realm because they were big at that same time.
They were neck and neck with Motley Crue.
They should have took Joan Jett out and put them in and put fucking Tesla in.
Here's the thing. They know that, oh shit, if we bring Rad on stage, they're gonna blow us off the stage every night, It's like Alice Cooper's gonna do on the stadium tour. He's gonna blow both those bands out the wall.
That's surprising.
Def Leppard was amazing. Nobody's talked shit about Def Leppard except the set list. Except the set list.
Def Leppard is vanilla as fuck.
Except the set list. Yeah. Nobody said about their playing or Joe Elliott's voice.
Well, yeah, because they picked the shittiest songs to play. Of course, they're gonna sound like. I'm sorry, Mark. That's just their Def Leppard is vanilla as fuck.
Love is like a bomb.
I do love that song. I do love that song.
What's a radar phone? What's a radar phone anyway? I always want to know what that is. A radar phone.
Clever, witty lyrics.
Mark with a radar phone.
Well, because they said
like a video.
They said they wrote that song to be nonsense.
A Demolition Woman. What the hell is that?
Like their hero. Have you ever?
Why would you pour sugar on yourself?
Have you guys ever listened to Mott and Hoople and T-Rex?
No,
Get it on, bang a gong.
Yes, but they are not fucking Mott the Hoople. They
see Mark going nuts. I love it.
Yeah, Mark, trying to find meaning to those lyrics. Who pours sugar on themselves?
They didn't want to have meaning to the lyrics. That was the whole point.
Mark, if you pour sugar on the bed during sex, it's gonna create a big mess.
What the fuck does bang a gong, get it on mean?
It means bang a gong, get it on.
Okay, it's horrible. You're
banging your.
Come on,
banging
those lyrics are Def Leppard. They did an homage to T-Rex and Mott and the Hoople.
They did Amish T-Rex. What the hell is
homage.
that?
Homage.
Oh, homage. I don't think
homage.
It did sound like an Amish band.
Oh, what Amish?
I'm in Indiana. I live in Amishville. There's Amish people all around here.
Yeah, so is Charles.
Amish T-Rex. You're right, man.
So Charles, you got anything to say about Steven?
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. I don't know about being on the stadium tour. I don't think they want that stain on them. Why would you want to do that shit? Fuck that. Yeah, money.
Mark, what did you do?
I'll spot them that the money. But I don't know. I mean, yeah, sure. But Poison blew them all away, man. That's who should have been the headline. They didn't
blow Def Leppard off the stage. Just saying.
They did too, damn it.
They did not. Nobody said that. Everybody said Def Leppard is great.
Oh my God.
It was all about Motley Crue fucking up the whole show, and Poison was great. Nobody said one bad word about Def Leppard except
no one remembered Def Leppard. People probably left the show before Def Leppard came on.
Fuck no, I was there. I saw it. It was great.
Oh man.
Hey man, there's no denying the first 3 Leopard albums, though, man. I'll give you that much.
Yeah, the sad thing is they're not gonna play barely anything off those albums.
They did in Vegas. They played Dead Flatbird. They played those songs.
Well, that was Vegas on the stadium tour. They're playing that Soccer Mom set. And using
fucking like you wouldn't bang a soccer
mom. Hey man, the
Soccer Mom sugar tits weren't getting into it.
You wouldn't bang a soccer mom.
Armageddon it.
Yeah, baby.
Arms are getting it.
Mark,
did they play Love Bites?
Yes. I love that song.
Oh God. Why? That song sucks.
I do like that album, but I don't like Love Bites.
Yeah,
at least this man has some common sense. That song
did do Let's Get Rocked, didn't they?
Oh God, no, not that one.
But
Let's Get Rocked.
You have anything else to say, Charles?
I remember.
Yeah,
I
did they
remember.
do Let's Get Rocked?
Yeah,
I,
they
dude,
did.
Yeah,
I
I
remember.
know.
Of course they did that song. They probably did have
I
you
remember.
ever needed somebody so bad? Is that the name of that
Oh,
song?
No, they didn't do that
God.
one. I love
Have
that
you ever
song.
remember-
written have you
I
ever written a
remember
song
when
so bad?
I remember the first time I heard Adrenalize, it opens with Let's Get Rocked. I literally put the CD in as you like, do you want to get rocked? And I just turned it off. I'm like, no, I do not. Not today. Not today. I don't need this in my life.
But Stephen Percy, yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think he'd want that stain on him. And I thought D Martini was done. Was that a clickbait story or what?
Well, he's a
he
trust
says
fund
he's
baby.
done.
Yeah, he's a trust fund baby. You don't need to.
They can
you don't
still
need the
write
tour.
songs. They can still write songs, though, I'm sure.
But
Yeah,
DeMartini
maybe.
says that band is so dysfunctional. Why go back?
Right?
Yeah.
True.
So,
Mm.
anything else, Charles?
No.
All right, Jerry, what do you got to say?
Dude, man, Stephen Pearcy, one of the most underrated freaking frontman in any kind of genre
you.
ever.
Thank you.
I agree.
I was in my mid-teens, man.
Arcade was
The
awesome.
fucking definition of a fucking rock star, man. Everybody wanted to be Stephen fucking Pearcy.
Fuck
dude.
yeah.
Dude fucking commands the stage. I mean, fucking just a great voice, man. Classic ass rat videos, dude, man. That little fucking thing he does, man. Just fucking badass.
I love
Dude,
he did the finger thing where he like,
yeah.
yeah,
I mean,
I love that. That was so cool. I used to do it all
Just
the
a
time.
just a badass fucking singer.
He
I
is.
saw them twice. I was supposed to be 3 times, but I had to go to a prom. Thank you, Dina.
Oh,
But that sucked. So other than that, yeah, they were great live. I kind of had an incident with Robin Crosby. Well, I talked about it another stage. I don't really like that guy. I know he was dead. I feel bad that he's dead. But
You had
Robin Crosby,
an incident
he was kind
with
of a
Robin
dick
Crosby?
to he was kind of a dick to us. But it's like I said, man, you take a chance with these rock stars. They could be in a good mood or a bad mood. So he was a real douchebag to us. But like I said, I don't want to shit on the man. He's dead. Unfortunately, I just did. Sorry, love you, Robin. But no, man, Stephen Pearcy, man, I'm glad to hear that he's doing better, man, because it was sad watching some of those fucking vids, man, where he just looked, gone. So
Yeah.
great that he's doing better, man. Like I said, he's one of my heroes growing up, dude. I mean, it's like I said, it's what every fucking rocker wanted to be him, man. So love the guy.
Yeah,
I agree with all of you guys, and I hope Rat does get back together because fuck, I never got to see them. I never got to see that. I
They're
never
my
got to
favorite
see
band.
that
One of my
Rat
favorite
Poison
bands.
tour.
You know what sucks about being, the Robin Crosby thing is he could have been nice to 99 other group of kids. And I could have been the one he was just in a bad mood. But unfortunately, that's stuck in my mind, unfortunately. So yeah, he was, like I said, but they were a great fucking band in their prime, dude. I mean, no denying.
Then the next 2 bullshits I have is from for Charles and for everybody, because everybody likes this shit. Rolling Stones have brought in Paul McCartney and Ringo Starr to play on their album that's coming out. I'm going to start with you, Charles.
Ringo's an iffy.
Iffy.
From what I read, that's not a guarantee. But hey, man, that'll kick ass. I already know it. But what's hilarious, wasn't that meme going around like last year or something?
Yeah, I saw it today.
A bassist and a drummer left from the Beatles and blah blah blah. But they're all getting up there, man. So I mean, I think it's just taking advantage of the opportunity. And but I mean, really, Paul and John were on Rolling Stone songs before.
Yeah.
So it's not like a
No,
new
like something
thing,
new,
but it's still cool. I mean, it's good call, man. It'll get people interested in that Stones album. So, but I don't know if Ringo's going to be on it. I heard that's like kind of iffy, but that would be even cooler. So,
yeah, I texted Edwin, your buddy right there, your partner on the Rock All Over podcast. And,
hey, motherfucker! Eduardo.
He sent me that meme. He said maybe the Stones saw this meme. He sent me that meme. So, Andy, what do you think about it?
Oh man, I think it's awesome. With Paul, because almost everything that Paul touches, it's going to be big news. Just like anything the Stones comes out is big news, but Paul's going to elevate that news. And Paul still has good chops. He knows what new rock sounds like. He keeps pushing the envelope and releasing new music. So maybe he can help the Stones stop being so stale like they have been. And
I like the bigger bang.
No. It was a
Dude, their last tour, their set list was fucking great, dude. I didn't see it, but I looked at the set list. It was awesome.
Their live set lists are great, but it's been a long time since the Stones came out with a good album. Not a spotty album, but a good album. And since the Stones copied the Beatles anyway, might as well bring in a Beatle to help them out.
Bushy just
I like this
flipped you off.
guy. I like this Andy guy. He's cool. I like this guy.
Bushy just flipped you off, dude.
Yeah, well, Bushy listens to OU812 and he thinks it's better than women and children first, so his
You know
opinion
what?
don't matter.
I'm disappointed in him because he should have fought you guys a lot more on that episode, man.
He took it, man. He took it good, like a champ.
God, I wish that episode of me on RMCP fucking that OU2 I think came out. I was fucking fighting the fuck out of both of them. I was getting gang banged, but I was holding my own with those fuckers. But
OU812. It is a good album.
Yeah. So Eric, what do you think about it?
I think it'd be pretty interesting. You know, I'm not the biggest Stones fan. I'm more of a casual fan of the Stones. I've definitely warmed up to them a lot more than I used, because I used to really not care about the Stones. I've warmed up to them a little bit, but still not really that into them. But I would check out some stuff they did with Paul McCartney and Ringo because I love the fucking Beatles. I especially love Paul McCartney. That guy's a fucking musical genius and one of my biggest inspirations. And he's probably my favorite bass player of all time. I can't think of anyone else that I find better than him. You know, he's just phenomenal.
I still think the Stones.
What the fuck are you laughing about for, Mark?
I just said Geddy Lee.
Geddy Lee's amazing, but I gotta give the edge to Paul because it's Paul, man. Geddy Lee's up there though. Geddy Lee's in my top 5 though. So
the guy we're talking about on the show tonight is pretty good himself.
Yeah, John Paul
And
Jones,
Bobby
the
Dahl.
overlooked one.
John Paul Jones,
Bobby Dahl,
bitch.
Fuck, Bobby Dahl.
Bobby Dahl is
Bobby
phenomenal, man.
Oh, Bobby Dahl, man, that guy can shred on the bass.
You guys are
You want
fucking-
Billy Sheehan,
some
who?
open
Fucking
string
talk about Bobby
banging?
Dahl.
You want some open string banging? You call him.
I'll give Bobby.
Bobby Dahl.
I'll give Bobby a little credit because he did take lessons eventually. I don't think Nikki Sixx ever took lessons. So.
Bobby Dahl
Nikki
could at least
said he
play
did.
the fucking bass. Oh, fuck Nikki Sixx.
Yeah.
Fucking Bobby Dahl's like the goddamn Eddie Van Halen of bass playing. I mean, that guy's phenomenal.
Yeah.
Just saying this Bobby Dahl stuff came up because you guys listen to Dr. Fuck. This is their running joke on their episodes. So
No,
Bobby Dahl!
he's a great
Oh.
bass
Dude,
player.
that's just a joke. It's not a running joke. He's just.
It's a running joke on their show. I don't
Look, I'm not a
want
big
to.
boy-
I
I'm not a-
don't.
I'm
I
not
don't
a
want
big-
to. I don't want to poach their humor. I already
I'm not a
poached
big
their
boy.
guest.
I'm not
Okay.
a big Poison fan, but CeCe DeVille is a good guitar player, man. I won't deny that.
He's better
The rest
than
of
me.
the band-
He's better than me. That's what Mark
Exactly.
said. I didn't
But I
steal
probably-
that one.
I could
He's
probably play
better
Bobby
than
Dahl's
me.
bass line.
No, that's
I
our
could
shit.
Yeah, he's better than
Whoa,
me.
whoa,
So
whoa.
CC has that going for him.
Jerry, did you just say CeCe DeVille's a good guitar player?
I think he's a good guitar player, man. He's
Oh,
an ace
my
clone.
heart. Oh my god.
He's
oh.
and then look.
Oh,
I
my
never.
heart, my
There's
heart,
bands
don't-
that
don't call an ambulance.
can't. There's bands I can't stand, but I can't deny the fucking talent of the people. You know what I mean? I'm not a huge Celine Dion fan, but the woman can fucking sing. You know what I mean? It's so you got. I always appreciate the talent, even if I don't like the band. Dude.
So
Celine
CC
Dion
has the same
sings to
talent as
people with
Celine
dementia.
Dion?
Okay.
Whoa.
No,
Harsh.
You went a little
but
too far there,
CC
Mark.
is better than me, and he's got that going for him. Good. Kudos to CC for that. You're a professional guitar player. You better do that.
But
Hey,
can
I
play
told
Bobby
you to
Dahl's
up your
bass.
game and keep practicing, and you'll be
He
better
calls
than him
him-
one day.
He's a great wild animal caller. I know that. He can call some birds and cranes and shit with his little. Dude can't play, man.
All right,
But he's
Jerry.
cool. He's cool. He can't play, but he's cool. Whatever.
All right, Jerry. What do you think about Paul McCartney and Ringo? Maybe.
How can you say anything bad about that? I mean, come on. It's fucking awesome in my book. Now, here's some 2 unpopular opinions I'm going to say right here. Stones are better than the Beatles.
Oh,
George Harrison.
What?
George Harrison is the best Beatle.
What?
I'm not
You
gonna
all
argue
know
with
that.
The George
on.
Harris, the George
Mark and
Harrison's.
Charles, Mark and Charles, you know that.
I
several
I
times.
I know
love-
that, but it don't
love
mean it's
George
right.
Harrison. I love George
Well,
Harrison.
yeah, because you got fucked by an Indian chick and you fucking love that sitar shit.
I'm a
I
fucking
love
guitar
the
player,
sitar,
dude.
goddammit. The
Hey,
sitar
I
the
is
like those
sitar.
songs too.
sexy.
I
But
got
no,
some
man,
shit to talk about a sitar on
wow.
Saturday.
Seriously, these guys
I
are
love
almost in their
sitar.
80s, or they're probably in their 80s by now, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Old.
If not close. Fucking badasses, man. Still be doing that at that age. And
Keith-
still
Keith-
sounding good, man. I mean, they still sound good. So fucking hey,
Richards.
dude. I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to it, man.
Keith
Yeah,
Richards
Motley
really looks like a
Crue.
corpse.
Stones aren't using tapes.
Motley Crue should.
Nick is still one of the best frontmen ever, man. He can fucking kick a lot of these new guys' ass still, man.
Yeah.
So
That's all you gotta say.
two unpopular opinions, but I stick by him. Sorry.
George Harrison
Oh,
is my
sure.
third favorite Beatle. So
You like Ringo better? I'm just kidding.
no, Ringo's 4.
Everybody fucks and shits on poor Ringo, man.
But no,
Yeah, I
but Ringo's
love
one of my
Ringo.
Ringo's
You ever
one of my
see
top
Caveman, dude?
drummers.
Caveman is one of the
Caveman's
best movies
awesome.
ever.
I love that
It
movie.
rules.
Holy shit, that's a good movie.
It is, man.
There
Freaking
must have
love
been
it.
tits in that movie.
Barbara Bach.
Barbara Bach. was
Yeah,
in
there was tits in that movie. That's why
Well.
you guys were looking at the tits, not at Ringo.
Who was
Come
that
on,
girl
give
that
me a
played? Who
break.
was that girl? It was that girl on
No,
Cheers.
but
I can't
Ringo
think of
was
her
the
name
real-
right now.
Shelley
Back-
Long.
That
Shelley
movie.
Long.
Yeah, Shelley Long.
But Ringo Starr was pretty funny in that movie. He was a really good comedic actor.
That was fucking great movie, dude.
I love
He invented
that movie.
music, man, in that movie.
Oh boy.
Ringo's cool. He just I don't think he's ever really written a great song though.
He's always
not
been
as
kind
strong.
of. he's
I've
always
never been a
kind of
fan of
goofy
solo
little-
stuff.
The only
I will
song
say
I
that.
really like by Ringo is the No 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 song.
I mean, I like some of his solo stuff.
I like
but
so- I'm not a fan of
Not
his
as good
solo
a song.
stuff. I do like some of his songs they did with the Beatles.
Yeah. Octopus's Garden.
If I could never hear Octopus's Garden again, I'll be happy.
Why is everyone shit on
that's
that
like
song?
a that's like a
great song.
that's like a romper room song, man. Sesame Street shit. Like it's so simple.
Oh my god, my dad was on Romper Room when he was a kid. My fucking dad was on Romper Room as a kid.
I spy with my little eye. Ringo sucks. Fucking singing. I do like some Ringo stuff, but I'm just saying Octopus's Garden got burned out for me big
Just
time.
looking at his songwriting, really,
Yeah.
it's not up.
He
to
didn't really
scratch.
write the songs;
No.
they wrote it for him and gave him
And
credit
that's-
because
yeah, and it's not his strong suit.
because
a
America
great-
loved
He's
him.
a great drummer. I love
Very
his
good
drumming.
actor, the best actor in the Beatles by far.
Oh,
Yeah,
my God,
what's
yeah.
wrong with "Give My Regards to Broad Street"?
That movie sucks, and Paul cannot
Soundtrack
act.
is great.
That movie makes Phantom of the Park look like damn good. I don't know, good film.
I remember when that came on HBO. I go, "Yes, Paul McCartney! Yo, I'm gonna see a Paul McCartney movie." And I looked at it and go,
The
"Damn,
music
this
was
sucked."
all right in it though.
Music was great. I love that song, "No More Lonely Nights."
He just
Great
can't
song.
act. I mean, that's not.
No.
He can't do that at all.
He was good in
But
the Spies
Lennon
Like
was-
Us video.
Lennon's my favorite Beatle. So
Mine too.
Paul's
Yeah.
my favorite. I
Paul's
love
my
Paul.
favorite.
but
Oh my
Paul's
God, I
right
love
there.
Paul.
Like it's like
Come
Nick
on,
and
be
Jack.
original, be different.
But as a
man.
I love
solo-
Paul. I
God,
can't
everybody
deny
likes
it.
Paul.
I
But as a
love
solo-
Paul.
Paul has got them all.
Oh, yeah.
Paul has the best solo career. by
Just
far.
like Sammy
Best-
Hagar versus David Lee Roth solo. Yeah. I get it.
Here we go. Here we go.
I'm done. I just had to get that slided. But yeah, I would like to hear this album.
Hold
I'd
on,
like to
more.
hear Paul and fucking Bushy's head will blow up. You know, Beatles playing with his favorite Stones. That would be cool. But then let's get to your story, Jerry. Roger Waters defends David Gilmour's guitar solos, Jerry.
I mean, I'll tell you
Are you
what.
okay?
I'll tell you what. There's Roger,
I didn't know if he
There's
was
Roger
joking
Waters.
or what.
there's Roger Waters and David Gilmour. They hate each other, but one thing they've always agreed on is they made fucking great music together. I don't think they've ever bitched. Well, Gilmour might have had bitched about the final cut a little bit, but he's got every right to bitch about that one. But they always, even Dave Gilmour, man, said that Roger's a great songwriter, great lyricist. I mean, I guess it's just the business side of it. They just hate each other with or something. I don't know, but you can't deny that body of work they got, man. It's fucking awesome. So, good for him.
Okay, Andy, what do you think about it?
Oh, it was kind of surprising to hear him say something nice about Gilmour since they've been added in the press for years about name right, taking stuff off of each other's websites, and so it's nice to hear Waters say something nice about Gilmore. Now, how far is that going to go? I don't know. Probably nowhere. Probably.
I mean, you hope they fucking have some kind of peace before they fucking die because they're getting old.
Oh, well, yeah.
They are. They're getting up there.
But man, it'd be nice if they did a little thing together.
I love David Gilmour. I'm a big Gilmour nuts for him, but he's just as blame as Waters is for Pink Floyd. So
yeah.
But you love that shit album they put out.
I love Division Bell. I love
fuck that album. I hate that album.
Lapse of Reason.
I like Momentary Lapse of Reason. Fuck Division Bell.
No, I'm the opposite. Momentary Lapse of Reason is horrible.
Ooh.
Terrible album.
It's boring as
That
hell.
shit's terrible.
Both of them suck.
Fuck off.
Division Bell's great. I do like Division Bell a lot.
I know you do.
But man, I mean, it's cool that they don't shit each other about the music part of it that they wrote together.
Yeah.
So Andy, what do you think about this?
You just said it.
Andy, on Johnny's iPhone, what do you think about this?
You already said it.
Johnny's iPhone.
Okay. Charles, what do you think about it?
Isn't there a lawsuit going on or some shit?
There's always a lawsuit between them.
Right.
There's always a lawsuit. I think you're thinking of Journey. You're thinking of Journey.
Hey, we don't have no Journey news this week.
Yes.
Oh, can I add a Journey story in real quick after this is over?
Oh, God.
No.
I talked enough about Journey last week.
Just one quick thing after you guys are done.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
One quick thing.
Yeah. Fuck Jonathan Cain. I hate that asshole. He ruined Journey.
Greg Raleigh came on stage and did a few songs the other night. So that's all I want to say about that.
Who?
Greg Raleigh.
Cool.
Greg Raleigh's going to heaven and Jonathan Cain isn't. Fuck Jonathan Cain. I hate that asshole. He sucks. He ruined Journey. I listened to Departure and then I listened to like the Jonathan Cain album and it's just like, God, what happened? Like he ruined that band. He's like the Sammy Hagar of Journey.
You don't like Escape?
I hate that out. There's only one
Mother,
song.
Father?
There's
Keep on running?
Hey, Mark, shut the fuck up. Let me speak.
He's trying to answer.
One song. There's one song by the Jonathan Cain era Journey that I do love. There's only one song, but the rest of it sucks.
Fucking, why'd you have to bring up Journey, dude? We weren't having any Journey news.
I just wanted to say one quick thing. You said somebody else mentioned Journey and it clicked. So
I want to hear this shit. Charles, what do you think about this Roger Waters shit?
Oh man, that's cool. You know, they did that. We were talking about the albums. I mean, to be fair, Roger Waters' solo albums I think suck too. I don't think there's anything I really like
They
from
need
that
each
song
other.
or two.
Yeah.
I mean, they're better together, period. I don't care what anybody says. And
oh, absolutely.
but I think he's just trying to soften the blow because all this lawsuit stuff, if you ask me. Because then he's trying to redo Dark Side of the Moon without guitars.
Yeah.
So
without guitars? Really? I didn't hear that.
Yeah, without guitars.
Without guitars.
Why?
Well, he's doing Comfortably Numb without the guitar solo.
I actually like that, man.
Ooh.
It was a cool sound. It was
that is David
pretty,
Gilmour's fucking opus.
I agree, but man, it was pretty cool. He opened up his show with that, and it looked pretty fucking cool with the effects in the background, dude.
Dude, the best part is the guitar on that track.
I understand that, and I agree. I'm just saying I fucking like that other version.
Especially
and he loves Journey news so that everybody can cut off my fucking BS takes too.
Fucking Charles, keep going, bitch. Sorry, I didn't want to call you bitch because you're gonna call me something.
Reinhard Def Leppard.
Let Charles go.
Nah, that's it, man. That's cool. I mean, that's good. It's good. I don't know how heartfelt it was, but you know, I'm always questioning those two whenever they.
Man, that was Roger Waters, man. Roger Waters don't keep it now shut. Unless he'll say whatever's on his
mind. But I don't know, man. I mean, it's so heated, and then to go like, okay, now he's a great guitar player, you know. I mean, well, we all know that. So it would take more than one statement to get me convinced, honestly. But
it's a step forward.
Yeah. But I mean, it's cool. I love Pink Floyd, man. So it doesn't matter.
Gilmour's wife has a little diarrhea in the mouth, but she needs to shut her out.
Paul McCartney should do something with those two. See, he could bridge that gap. That would be awesome.
Yeah, because Paul McCartney could probably play keyboards. Take over for Richard
Paul
Wright.
McCartney can play anything. Man.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
Oh my God, that man's a genius. Oh man, Paul McCartney is just like That man's a national
Nobody
treasure.
talks about Nick Mason much, man. He was a badass
Great
drummer.
drummer, dude.
Well, I didn't say
Yeah.
replace Nick Mason. I said replace.
No, I'm
Richard
just
White.
saying that's
Yeah.
we were talking about Ringo. It's like nobody hardly ever talks about Nick Mason. That
Oh,
dude,
Nick Mason goes. Well, they did replace him on Dogs of War with Cozy Powell. That kind of sucked. But
Cozy
well, I think he
Powell.
lost his
Yeah.
chops a little bit, to be fair. I don't think he maintained it, but when his day, he was badass, man.
Well, his little tour he did of early Floyd was pretty cool sounding.
Yeah,
I listened
yeah,
to the video.
it sounds cool.
Yeah.
And the album that they released was really cool too.
so, Eric, what do you think about this?
I mean, I'm not the biggest Pink Floyd fan, so I don't really keep up with it. Fuck Jonathan Cain. He ruined Journey. That's what I got to say about it. That's what I got to say about it.
Well, fuck. Me and Jerry. I think Jerry. What your first episode is? No, it's not your first episode. We did fucking fucking Metal Church.
Metal Church.
And then we did Journey
Ooh.
Look into the Future. Your second one.
Never, my next one's gonna be Overkill.
Yeah, Overkill.
Well, which album?
What album?
Which
is
one
it?
did I pick? I can't remember.
I don't remember. It's in my notes somewhere. I don't want to look at it right now. I got dates shit because we're scheduling shit now. I'm like fucking Lee. Me and Lee used to go, okay, what do you want to do this week? Okay. But I'm scheduling stuff with you because you guys pick more than he does. So it's kind of like I'm being a scheduler.
Edwin's the scheduler for our show. He just schedules shit, and then I'm like, all right, cool.
Yeah. So then we get to I think Roger Waters is cool defending David Gilmour. That's fucking awesome and I do like David Gilmour's solo album On an Island. I thought that was fucking pretty cool. That's the only one I like by him solo. Rattle That Lock kind of sucked. And the earlier one sounded like fucking pop fucking Floyd, fucking horrible shit.
You call it pop? Where you get that from?
It is pop, dude. It was pop fucking his solo albums or pop goes the weasel, whatever it was. But let's get to
Feel
something.
the fire. Yeah, that album fucking rules.
Yeah. Let's get into some movie news here because I thought this is fucking pretty cool. And don't get political on this shit because it might. But Ben Stiller says he's never apologized for Tropic Thunder, and I'm proud of it. And neither has Robert Downey Jr. And Robert Downey Jr. did the worst thing in that movie, doing blackface. But I'm going to start with you, Andy.
I love it. I love it when people do not apologize for the art that they do, especially when it was done about 15 years ago. So why are people why would anybody be up in arms? Because people are now. They talk and complain about shit that was 20 years ago. But if you're going to bitch and complain about that, why don't you do something now to make the change? Instead, you complain about old shit, though. You know, it makes no sense. But I'm glad that Ben Stiller stood up for his art. I think he's fantastic. I think he's hilarious. But he hasn't done a movie in a while. And that's one thing about Hollywood that sucks is that they use these actors and actresses, and after they use them up, they toss them away.
Well, it's because Ben Stiller did Zoolander 2. It fucking fucked him up for a while because that movie sucked.
That was terrible. So was the first one too.
The first
Oh,
one,
the first one was awesome.
Horrible.
First one was awesome.
Please suck.
Merman.
The gas fight. I love that shit. I love when they're breaking into the computer. Monkeys and shit. I love the first one, man.
Dude, Ben Stiller's best movie was There's Something About Mary, dude.
Dodgeball.
Oh, that's a great movie.
Dodgeball.
Dodgeball was good too.
You don't like the Fockers?
Oh, I love that too.
The first one was good.
I love
No,
Meet the Parents.
the
Meet the
Parents,
Parents.
the first
was
one.
great.
The first one, the two, nah.
Yeah, the
But
sequels
fucking-
are horrible.
Dude, the best line. Nobody makes me bleed my own blood.
Whose turn is it to comment on that?
Yeah, I love that fucking. I fucking his wife was in that movie, Christine Taylor.
Yeah.
Marsha Brady, man.
What? Marsha Brady.
She
Yeah.
played Marsha
Yeah,
Brady in the
Marsha
movie,
Brady
the
in
Brady
the-
Bunch movies.
Brady
Yeah.
Bunch.
Oh,
Taylor.
the Brady Bunch movies. Okay.
Yeah, those movies are awesome.
Those movies
Yeah.
are hilarious.
Yeah, they are.
Fuck yeah,
It's like the 60s Brady's in current time.
yeah.
That's-
Michael
like the
McKean
90s,
was in the
yeah.
first one. I love Michael McKean.
Yeah.
So Andy, you got any more thing to say about that?
Yeah, also Ben Stiller, we always talk about his movies that he was a big star in, but he's made so many movies where he played, a second role or, the background guy. like just the other day, I was watching Happy Gilmore, and he was the nurse.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was good. Yeah.
And then there was another movie. I
Love
forgot.
Happy Gilmore.
I forgot what movie it was, but they were following a trial like the Melendez brothers trial, and like he was the main character that was.
Oh, the cable guy. The cable guy.
Yeah, cable
Oh
guy.
yeah, Cable Guy. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, Cable Guy was awesome.
Movie that almost ruined Jim Carrey's career, but it's actually really good.
Dude, that
Yeah, I
movie's
agree.
awesome. Matthew Broderick, man.
And Jim Carrey was fantastic in that movie. I don't know why.
Amazing.
You felt sorry for him at the end. It's like,
Yeah.
damn, dude.
Dude, as long as you're the guy's friend, man, he'll hook you the fuck up, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Don't piss him off.
Too, I love Truman Show with
right.
him.
I like
Let's-
Truman Show
Truman
too.
Show's good. Yeah.
all right, guys, let's keep this moving, man. Charles, what do you think about that?
Well, I mean, yeah, I'm very much against censorship, so he shouldn't have to apologize. That's it. So kudos to him for that.
Hey, Eric.
I gotta say, man, just props to him. I love Tropic Thunder. I remember when that came out; it was hilarious. I still love it, and yeah, I'm glad he's taking a stand for it. Why that movie was perfectly fine when it came out. No one had an issue with it. Why the fuck should you have to apologize for it nowadays? Just because it's all of a sudden people are getting up in arms about it. Fuck that shit. I'm totally against censorship of any kind. I miss the days when people could take a fucking joke. It's like. And both people, both sides of the spectrum are kind of guilty of it too, man. I mean,
Yeah.
there are conservative people that like get all up in arms about
Yep.
stupid shit, and it's just like everyone just needs to chill the fuck out and just have a sense of fucking humor or something, or let people just do what they want. It's like
Yeah.
I hate that shit, but I'm glad he's taking a stand, being like, fuck you, I'm not apologizing for that.
Yep.
Hey,
And
Jeff.
if people don't watch it. It's that simple.
Exactly, that's all you
Yeah.
gotta do.
Well, before I get to you, Jerry, on this subject, I just want to say something, man. You never go full retard. All
Robert
right,
Downey
man.
Jr. fucking ruled in that movie.
You never
dude.
go
That was-
fucking and
that was
Tom
Robert Downey
Cruise.
Jr.
Tom
That was-
Cruise.
Nah, Robert Downey Jr. was awesome. In that
Tom
fucking movie,
Cruise
dude.
playing
He
the
was
fat
good,
dude
too.
doing the
Hilarious.
dance at the end. Tom Cruise made fun of himself in that movie. Fucking old fat guy. Fucking amazing. Jerry, what do you think about that?
I agree with you guys, man. Artists should not apologize for their work. They should, man. I mean, we have this thing on the TV and the radio where if you don't like it, you can turn it. You know what I mean? You don't have to buy the
Yeah.
video. You don't have to rent it. Show the fuck out.
Yep.
I agree with Ben Stiller 100%, dude. Never apologize for your art, dude.
All right.
Yeah,
since we're-
I defend even porn stars, man. They got the right to do what they want to do. Those type of people, man. Even if you don't agree with what they do, they have the right to fucking do it. Dude. Leave them, let them fucking do it.
Dude,
Yeah.
Tropic Thunder is a modern
Porn
classic
rights,
comedy.
baby. Hell yeah, dude. Now you're
Yeah.
talking, man.
No, I just use that as an example, man. I mean, if you defend one, you got to defend them all, dude. So
Hey, man. But
Yeah,
Now keep
s-
fighting
s-
for porn, man.
I always try to keep
talk about?
bullshit like an hour, the first hour, and then we get into the thing. So I'm gonna cut out the
We're
Van
getting into
Halen-
the thing.
I'm gonna cut out the Van Halen Sammy remaster.
thank
gonna-
you.
I'm gonna
Thank
cut
you.
out.
Thank
I'm gonna
Thank
cut
you.
out the Liam Neeson
Thank
says
God.
the Star Wars spin-offs of diluting mystery and magic at the franchise. I'm gonna cut out Rick Allen says Mick Mars was his decision to lead crew. I'm gonna cut out Extreme unveils cryptic hints suggesting possible
cut.
new music on
Thank
the way.
you.
Cut.
Thank you. We don't even know what you're cutting, man. Let's go.
Oh, well, but I also I'm just saying this so people. I'm gonna cut out the Guns N' Roses launches of 2023 tour,
Yes.
No
Thank you.
problem.
and then
No
problem.
I'm gonna just say Richard Belzer dead at 78. So we have one
Great
death.
guy.
Oh,
Great loss.
And then
Funny-
Dave Medichetti of YNT is in remission of prostate. So go real quick, Jerry. I'm gonna get you guys a roundtable on those two real quick.
I mean, yay on everything. Yay that you're not doing some of them. Richard Belzer was fucking awesome. I love Law and Order, man. He was great as John Munch on that show. He actually played in, I think, 3 different Law and Orders, if I remember right.
He even played it on a cartoon.
Fucking funny dude, man.
Simpsons.
Really, really cool. He's on Howard Stern a lot. Funny to fucking listen to the guy talk. Dave Medichetti, man. Fucking A, dude, man. Cancer.
Love, yeah, hell yeah.
Okay, Andy, real quick.
Yes. Richard Belzer, when I was a kid, he was one of the first comedians I ever saw on TV, and I thought it was amazing how one person can be on stage with a mic and control a whole audience. You know, there's not a band up there. There's only one guy. You can't walk around and go do this and that. You know, all the attention is on that comedian, him or her. And he was one of the first ones that I saw, and I thought it was fantastic. And then when I heard he was on Law and Order, I was like, that same Richard Belzer is on Law and Order?
Well, Ice-T, I mean, it's another one. Who the fuck ever thought? He hates cops.
But I love Richard Belzer. I think he was fantastic, and he lived a great life, and he entertained people for decades. And I'm thankful that how do you pronounce his
Dave
name again?
Meniketti.
Dave Meniketti.
I can say his name, but not Lee's last name. Yeah.
Yeah.
I suck.
Is
Lee
doing better,
Gershman.
and
Yeah,
he's
whatever.
on to great recovery.
Charles, real quick.
Richard Belzer, that's sad. Of course, rest in peace. Was also in Scarface. But let me cherry pick my own story. LA Guns still can't do stadium tours. Guns N' Roses can, so with one album.
Are they doing?
Well,
Hey,
just
suck
remember
it,
what we
bitches.
talked about today. LA Guns is bloated. I'm waiting for them to put a full orchestra on the stage. Okay.
I know LA Guns is bloated.
How many members do you need on stage? You need 2 keyboardists?
How many fucking keyboard players do you need?
Yeah, exactly.
Hey,
He
it worked for
agree
Super-
with me
it
that
worked-
they're
it
fucking
worked-
bloated as fuck
It
right
worked
now.
it worked for Supertramp. They had like
Rush
2 or
was
3
Rush
keyboards.
was 3 members.
How many
Original
bands
Guns
does
N' Roses
fucking-
was 5.
How many bands does Motley Crue got to take out with them to do stadiums? You know they're
true.
lacking one arm, but
Yeah.
they can still do that. Only time now, Guns N' Roses don't have to do that because they're legends. Get over it. It's the way it is.
Yeah. Anything on Meniketti?
That's cool. I mean, I don't know. I'm not really a big Y&T dude.
Well, you need to get into them.
good.
Seriously.
Good news.
You
with that.
bombard me with Oasis all day. You should fucking listen to some Y&T. Fucking Eric, any thoughts on that stuff?
Rest in peace to God, what the fuck's his name?
Richard Belzer.
Belzer.
Richard Belzer. I'm pretty sure I know him, but like I just don't know him at this moment. I
Go
didn't
look
see
up
anything about-
YouTube stand-up. He's hilarious.
Okay, I'll check it out, man. I'll check it out. But freaking Dave Meniketti, man, I'm glad he's doing well. I'm definitely more of a casual Y&T fan. They're a band I've been meaning to get into, like dig deeper into their material, but I do love Y&T. Like from what I've heard, Summertime Girls, LA Rocks, Contagious, Don't Be Afraid of the Dark. I mean, they have some good fucking songs. Lipstick and Leather. I'm glad the man's in remission. I totally forgotten too that he had he announced that he was fighting cancer, and so I'm glad he's in remission. It's sad, man. Ian Wadley on the Rock and Roll Combat podcast, he's been talking about all of our heroes are fucking getting old and like dying and shit. So it's sad, So I'm just glad he's in remission, and I hope it stays that way.
Yeah.
I think he's the only original member alive. ain't he?
Oh yeah, they're all
I think
dead.
so. Yeah,
They're
they
all
all
dead.
died.
Yeah, man. Fucking Y&T, I've seen them with just Dave and the 3 new guys. Really fucking great. Dave almost fell off the stage. It was funny as fuck. He said, "Whoa, I almost stepped off the stage." But it's fucking pretty cool. I have some videos up on the Freeform Rock podcast
It's like
YouTube
dog piss.
of Y&T if you guys want to see them live. They're fucking great. But Richard Belzer, I only really know him from the stand-up fucking comedic movies. Really good comedic guy. You should check. He's kind of like Richard Carlin. So George Carlin, not Richard Carlin.
Richard Carlin.
George
Who
Carlin.
the fuck's Richard Carlin?
Yeah, I fucked up. I put Richard and Carlin together. But yeah, let's get to the show, man. Let's get to our top 11, side 1, side 2, or if you guys made a CD, I don't know. I made a side 1 and
I
side
made a
2.
record.
I just picked songs. I couldn't put them in any kind of fucking order. It was hard enough picking like only fucking 11 songs. Like that was a challenge.
After we're done, we're gonna all leave, and Jerry's gonna keep, and then I'll put it up in the morning.
Nah,
And
man,
he's done
mine are-
naming all his Zeppelin songs.
I will have them all done. I'll have them all done, but in 15 seconds, I promise.
Till his next Freeform, which is over like 10 days away, he'll still be going.
Actually, it was very easy for me to do. So.
That's cool, man.
Really?
Well,
All right.
let's start this with our guest of honor here, which was he was our first guest on this show, right,
Yeah, he
Jerry?
was. I think
First
Lee
guest?
was actually. I think
He
Lee
was on the fucking drunk show.
That was a
Back to the
classic.
future. I got a
You know,
book. All right.
That it's fucking Mark getting carried away in an ambulance or something like that.
Oh
Fuck.
shit! The wife brought the ambulance here. And fucking, I'm waking up.
Are you
What the fuck
serious?
is going on here? She
Dude, are you
called the
serious?
ambulance
What?
on me. She was
Dude, he was
worried.
plastered.
I was passed out in the bed.
Did you
and all of a
die?
sudden, I'm waking up and there's people taking my vitals.
I'm
go,
like
"What the
this.
hell?"
I was like this, man, all the way through the show. I was like, oh man, this dude fucking gone, dude. I didn't know you really as well as I do now, so I get
Oh,
you.
fuck. Well, Saturday was fucked up too, but not as bad as that one. But
Here's Mark on Saturday. Almost. You almost
I was
face
like-
planted on the screen, man.
What? I gotta go to bed. I don't feel good. All right, Eric. Let's start with your song track one.
All right. So these are in no type of order. I had to pick 11 songs, and son of a bitch, it was hard. Yeah, because this is a great band. But for
I never
first-
thought I'd hear you say that. I had to say that.
I was
Go
so
ahead.
burnt out on Zeppelin, man. I was very burnt out. I do feel too like they are unfairly like other bands, like their peers, are shit on a lot in comparison to Zeppelin. I think that's just wrong, but they are fucking amazing. I finally got over that burnout. But I am going to go with here's my first song, Communication Breakdown. This
Great song.
song fucking rules. This is Zeppelin doing like punk, proto metal. It's just so great. Those highs that Robert Plant hits. It's just fast, furious, in your face, kicks you in the ass. It's fucking amazing. I love Communication Breakdown. It's a fun song to cover too. I remember my band in high school used to cover this one, and it's fucking amazing.
Okay,
I'm
but
And I'm not as big a fan of the first album. There's two Zeppelin albums I'm not particularly fond of, and that's the first album. And it's mainly because I'm not a blues guy. And then the final album,
Coda.
No. The
Presence?
an actual album. No. What the
Into the
Enter the
Outdoor.
outdoor.
I
Into the
Outdoor.
fucking hate that album. There's only one song on that album I like, and even that didn't make my list. All My Love. That's the only song off that album I like.
You'll get there. You'll get there.
But Eric, what did you used to say about Robert Plant's voice?
I used to, well, there are certain songs still where his voice gets a little annoying, but I used to think his voice used to kind of annoy the shit out of me. And it still happens on certain songs. I still think he's a little overrated as a vocalist. I think there's way better vocalists, especially around that period, that could blow him out the water. But his voice is less annoying to me now, but there's still those songs, man, where his voice sometimes gets a little too much.
All right, Charles, what's your track one? Did you make an album or a CD?
I made an album. This was actually easy for me, and I'm a huge Zeppelin fan. But see, I don't ever worry about trying to outsmart anybody or
I didn't on this one. I just picked what I liked.
anybody, or I just put what I like pretty much. So that's why it was a lot easier to free your mind with this one. And I'm with Eric, man, off the opening album, Communication Breakdown.
All right, yeah.
It's like typical. I mean, that's one of their more metalish songs, I think. I mean, because Zeppelin is not really metal, but they have their moments which keep them in the game. And they're just Zeppelin, man. That's all they are. Now, see, I think the first two albums are underappreciated.
I
In
agree.
my opinion.
Those are I
But-
love those albums.
Oh, I
Me and
love
Jerry have our
all their
favorite,
albums.
and Eric
so.
agrees with us on that one. So
Love all of them, even Hot Dog, but I didn't put Hot Dog on my list. Oh, that song.
Hot Dog's
Fucking
not
great
that
song,
bad.
dude.
Yeah, it's not that bad as everyone says. There's worse songs on that album.
I didn't put it on my list, but I'm just saying, yeah, I like In Through the Outdoor too. So, but Communication Breakdown, I think it's a perfect way to start it off. Get it going.
Andy, on Johnny's iPhone, what's your number one? Did you make an album or a CD?
Who's
mean,
Johnny?
In fact, Johnny's my first name, so that's why it says Johnny.
Okay, I was like,
Oh.
who's Johnny?
My name is Johnny Andrew, but I take Andy.
Oh,
Johnny
Like-
Andrews. You should go by
Yeah.
Johnny. You should call yourself Johnny Andrews. That's a cool name.
yeah.
That is.
And coming up to the stage, Mr. Johnny Andrews.
Where's Mick Watkins? We need him.
I think I'll start that. No, I'm just kidding. It's kind of odd because I made an album of 6 tracks and then 5 tracks, and I'm going to start off
That's what I do.
Fast and Furious.
So an EP.
So I'm going to start off the same way that Eric and Charles did with Communication Breakdown. It's
All right.
It's perfect. It's fast, it's furious, and it's maybe just a little bit over 2 minutes. So that's what starts off my Zeppelin album.
Oh yeah.
Fucking amazing guitar solo in that song.
Fuck yeah.
Oh my God, so good.
Jerry.
I'm gonna stick with that album, but I have a different song. I'm gonna do Where It All Started From, Side A, Song 1. Good Times, Bad Times, man.
Good song.
Great one.
Fucking great tune, dude. It's where it all
Great
started
drumming.
from. Still kick-ass riff to play. Oh, fucking drumming's amazing. Fucking bombs and rules.
Oh my God, yeah.
But yeah, man, that's actually very tough for me to pick 11 songs. But
I know. That's why we said you're going to go to like your next freeform. So.
but you got to go where it all started from for the first song. So that's my pick.
Well, I went different than 3 of you and you, Jerry. I'm starting off with
Oh, another good one. That's a good one.
the immigrant song. I thought this would be a killer song to fucking from Zeppelin 3. Like it starts off Zeppelin 3. Fucking Lee hates that album for some reason. I have no idea.
What?
Yeah, fucking
That's
awesome,
amazing.
dude.
There's
Yeah,
only one.
you know how
bad
many
song.
times I've asked him to do Zeppelin 3 and he would say no.
God.
So I'm glad I got you two on here now.
That
'cause
album.
we
is-
will be doing Zeppelin 3.
There's
So-
only one song on that album I don't like, and other
Out
than
on
that,
the
it's a perfect
Tiles.
album. No,
Out on the
no,
Hats off to Roy Harper.
nope. I love that one.
He probably, I think I know what it is. It's Tangerine.
No, I love that song. I just
Oh, I
can't
do.
listen to it because it makes me cry.
Friends.
No, I love that one. Keep going. It's
Not
a popular
Gallows
one.
Pole.
It's a
Not
popular
Gallows
one.
Pole.
Oh
Not
no, I love
Gallows
that one.
Pole.
It's a popular one.
Celebration Day?
No,
Since I've been
Out on the
loving-
tiles?
no. Someone already said that. No, Since I've Been Loving You.
Oh, I
I
love
hate-
that
Oh,
song.
I
Man.
can't stand that song. And I've heard
Because
you
it's
guys
too
know
bluesy
I'm-
for you. It's too blues.
Yeah, I'm not a blues guy. Not a blues guy.
Yeah, you need to get into the blues, dude. Seriously.
I've
Brian
lived the
Davis,
blues.
he ain't watching. He doesn't watch YouTube videos, but Brian Davis, you need to teach this man some blues. Listen to the Bad Beat on
I'm not a
thatmetalstation.com on
blues
Wednesday
guy.
nights.
I love Brian Davis. Brian Davis, hey, how's it going, man?
Yeah, he's a cool dude
Cool,
too.
dude.
Yeah, he might
Brian
make it to
Davis.
Rockin' Pod. He said 90% chance. So we might be able
Awesome.
to see him.
There's a 90% chance that Brian Davis will show up.
Fucking dude, his voice is just like, I'm jealous. Fucking love his voice.
Oh, he has such a comforting voice. Like his
Dude,
voice
it's
is
like-
so. Oh my god, it's
I
like a
got it.
blanket.
I love Brian Davis, man. And then we get to our second track, Eric.
All right, second. Let me pull up my list. Like I said, these are in no particular order, so I'm gonna go with another one off the first album. Amazing song, and probably like the first epic that Zeppelin ever did. I'm talking about none other than Dazed and Confused.
Yeah.
Great one.
Holy shit. I love this song. I love the the slow start, but then the build up. You got Jimmy Page using the violin bow on the guitar, which and I love watching the song remains the same version where it's
Fucking
like,
love it.
we're at like 20 fucking minutes of awesomeness. And unlike Iron Maiden, this shit's awesome. It keeps me entertained, and I love that it's like broken up into sections, and it's just like, oh, and man, something about seeing Jimmy Page do the violin bow like live. Like the guy's like just this evil like magician, man. Like him and Richie Blackmore, they're like two amazing 70s guitarists. Where just there's something evil and dark about them, like when they're on stage and just they're like in a trance or something. Like the way they move around while playing and the way they play is just so like it's like unworldly.
They hold that
It's like
guitar really
they're
low,
possessed.
dude. There's like
Well, he
fucking
did
Those
sexual-
guys are fucking possessed on stage.
He did
man.
live in Aleister Crowley's castle, man. So
He did. He was doing some crazy shit, man.
It's kind of weird that
I
those
love-
two are serious, but they're also the leaders of the band.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah. The one thing I gotta say is that all these people who call Jimmy Page sloppy don't play guitar. I don't play guitar, but I don't think he's
he was a
sloppy.
sloppy guitar player, but that
He
was,
was.
awesome though.
That was
But
great.
Great
the thing is,
acoustic
it
player.
was sloppiness on purpose.
Outstanding acoustic guitar player.
So
oh
Charles,
my god, yes.
what's your number 2?
Also, my favorite producer,
Oh, amazing
Yeah.
producer.
Yeah.
Edwin
I will-
Castracci pointed that out. And
Yeah,
I'm like,
Edwin
wow.
Canestracci pointed that out, and Dr. Fuck followed him on that.
And my favorite guitar player and my favorite drummer. So I mean, we just can go on and on.
Amazing
One day we
bassist.
need to do a
Amazing
Led
bass
Zeppelin.
player.
Yeah, Led
John
Zeppelin
Paul Jones.
album ranking.
Yeah, we need to do
Yes,
that.
we
too.
We
need
did
to
that
do
on
that.
Andy's
Yeah.
show, I think, didn't we?
Oh,
Yeah,
did
we
that
did.
on
But I would
Blackspinner.
do it on this
Hey,
one.
we should never do a Rush ranking. That was like 4 hours,
Oh my God.
Alive.
and we never got to the live albums because it was so long.
Why are
Me
you
and
doing the live albums? Just do studio.
We
Make it
did.
easy on
We were
yourself.
gonna do the live albums, but we went so far, like 4 hour show. It's like, fuck, we're not doing live albums. Right? He goes, no, we're done. So
Well,
it's
speaking of him being my favorite guitar player, this is a blues song off that first album. I Can't Quit You, Baby.
oh fuck yeah,
Love it.
guitar tone.
Love it, man. And the version on the live at BBC or whatever is really good too. And
That's a good album, the BBC sessions.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
It's man, there's like multiple versions of it. So I don't if you take your pick. The live version, studio, they're all different. So it's
Yeah.
so good. And Page is like making the guitar talk, basically. It's just he's my favorite guitar player. I don't care if they say sloppy or not. Dude rules. So
My
Yeah,
favorite
'cause
guitar player, man.
The sloppiness, it just adds character, in my opinion.
But I think it's sloppy by design.
Can you imagine Zeppelin with clean guitars? Man, it just wouldn't be the same. Dude.
No, it wouldn't.
I think he's the original punk rocker, sloppy by design. I that's what I think. But
Hey,
No, I think the drugs and the alcohol caused that.
Yeah,
he
a little
still
bit,
produced
yeah.
those albums really well, like Charles said.
All the dudes are fucking musical, fucking
Yes.
producing genius, man.
Well,
Absolutely.
Outrider was a crappy album.
I
but,
love that album, dude.
Oh, of course you do.
Outrider was horrible. Ugh.
Horrible.
Shame on
Even
you.
the
guys.
fucking Robert Plant's track on that was bad.
Robert Plant after Led Zeppelin was horrible.
Oh, I
honest.
like
Let's be
fucking
honest, Robert
Principles
Plant-
and Moments, little
Robert
by
Plant-
little,
Robert
the
Plant
honey
without-
drippers, man.
Honey
Robert Plant-
Drippers,
Robert
Good
Plant
Rockin' at
needs Led
Midnight.
Zeppelin. That man
Robert
needs Led
Have-
Zeppelin.
hey, Eric, have you ever heard the song Little by Little?
I have not, but it probably fucking sucks. I've
No,
heard a lot of Robert
dude,
Plant
it's
solo
more-
shit.
it's like
horrible.
Little by Little is kind of Moody Zeppelin-ish though, compared to anything he's
I
ever
will listen to it, but Mark,
because he goes,
everything
I can breathe
God
again.
damn it, Mark, I'm talking.
Sorry.
God damn it. Robert Plant after Zeppelin sucked. I've listened to so much Robert Plant stuff after Zeppelin. It's horrible. It's
Boring.
terrible.
No.
Boring.
Terrible. Yep, I agree. Yeah.
Very boring.
Johnny Andrews, he's got right.
Charles, you got anything else to say?
Johnny
It's like-
Andrews.
It's a Zeppelin
No.
taking-
Okay. Andy, you're number 2.
Yeah, I
Hey,
just-
Mark, that's not his name. It's Johnny Andrews, man.
Johnny Andrews.
Johnny Andrews. It sounds so cool.
Oh yeah, Johnny Andrews. What's up, Johnny Andrews?
Yeah.
I'll just call him Johnny A. All right, go ahead.
I did have a quick question. I think Charles would know this better. Okay, he was in the Yardbirds, and then they gave him the band.
I
even
know
though he-
this. I know this thing.
and he's. The
I know
lead-
this thing too.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just saying, did they give him the band or something?
They all left and gave him the
Right,
rights
he's
to
the
the band.
last one in it.
Yeah.
He
He
wanted
was,
to call
call,
it the
he
New
was calling
Yardbirds.
He was calling Zeppelin the new Yardbirds.
Yeah, and then
Yeah.
that one dude in the Yardbirds allowed him to use the name
Yeah.
for a little minute, and then he told him you can't use it anymore.
And then
Oh,
he told Keith Moon of the Who what his band was going to be like. And what did Keith Moon say, Charles?
It'll be like what, like Lead Balloon or Led Zeppelin or
Yeah,
It'll
whatever.
fly
fall
like
down-
a Led
it'll-
Zeppelin.
It'll
Like
catch
a
on
Led-
fire like a Led Zeppelin.
Yeah.
Keith Moon, you
Yeah.
were
I
wrong.
would just.
Oh, you know what we missed about
Not a
communication breakdown real fast?
What?
I think it's the only one you ever hear Jimmy Page doing backing vocals.
Huh.
I believe so.
A
So
whole lot of love he does. Live.
oh yeah, a whole lot of love. I forgot. Yeah, you're right. There's like 2. It ain't many. So but
So,
what's,
Andy-
what's your track, Andy?
Yeah, and for my second track, I'm going to pick off of "In Through the Outdoor," "Fool in the Rain." I
That's
love
a
that.
good song.
That's a really good song. Love it.
Kind of deepish.
And
Yeah.
I really didn't like that album that much, but when we were doing the deep dive into Zeppelin like last year, I really got into that album a lot, and it's a pretty good one. I like it. There's a lot of different variations of music on that album. Let me say it that way. So Full in the Rain, my number 2.
Cherry.
Off the fucking best album ever made, in my opinion.
Love that album.
I'm gonna
Me
slow
too.
it down a little bit. It's probably it's debatable. This might be my favorite song, but 10 Years Gone.
Oh
Yeah.
my god, I love that damn
beautiful
That might be
song.
fucking
coming up on my
song.
list sometime.
Beautiful
A couple of your
fucking
songs
song,
will be.
Oh my
man.
god!
Yeah.
If you don't feel something when listening to that song,
Exactly.
you are heartless because that song, man.
And then when that fast
we've all
part
been
comes
there.
on,
Yeah,
if you ever really need somebody, it's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
a great tune, dude. So that's my number 2.
Well, my number 2, I'm going off the first album. I got a little story about this song because they took a Muddy Water song and changed it up how many more times, and I just fucking love it. It's like when he goes, Rose, oh girl, you know, steal away now, steal away. It's like I'm playing. I had this album called Paul Rogers' Muddy Water Blues, and I'm playing the original version of this song. And one of the guys in the car go, "That's a fucking Led Zeppelin song." I go, "No, it's a fucking Muddy Water song, dude. Led Zeppelin changed it up." I fucking love the way Robert sounds in that fucking song. I just like the fucking the fucking guitar that Jimmy's doing. Bonzo is fucking going off, and fucking Robert Plant is just in the middle of that song. He's just going, "Steal away now, steal away." It's in the don't fucking.
And
I love how many more times. That's my number 2.
With those 4 guys.
Yeah. And then we get to your number 3, Eric.
Number 3 is probably I would say maybe this is I'm gonna go ahead and say this is my favorite Led Zeppelin song of all time. It's just undeniable. You can't if you don't like this song, you most likely are still a virgin and will probably never get fucking laid. And I'm talking about Whole Lotta Love.
Fucking
Oh,
A, dude.
that is the sexiest riff ever fucking written. I love Whole Lotta Love. That song, that was a song that like ultimately sealed the deal for me with Zeppelin. You know, I didn't buy an album when I wanted to check out Led Zeppelin. I bought The Song Remains the Same DVD and I watched that whole thing. And right at the very end, they play Whole Lotta Love, and I'm like, what song is that? That song is amazing. I love the trippy part in the middle where like shit just gets all weird. And there's actually I believe it was Michigan or somewhere in the Michigan area, like Detroit or something. There's one of these late night horror host shows or whatever. And like one of their bumpers, they would advertise what movies they were playing that night, what horror movies they're playing. They'd have all these images of creepy horror movies while playing the trippy part of Whole Lotta Love, while this narrator is just saying like tonight, on I forget what it was called, but
that wasn't Joe Bob Briggs, was it? No, that wasn't.
No, it was like one of those local shows, only in Michigan. I'll have to look it up and send it to you guys, but it's just such an awesome song. I remember in school for gym class in elementary school, because that's when I got into Zeppelin, was elementary school. We had roller skating every year. There's a week where we do roller skating in gym class. And so we were allowed to bring in a CD and play a song. And so I brought in Led Zeppelin 2, and I told him play Whole Lotta Love, the first song. And we're roller skating, and I remember all the kids, a couple of my friends are getting into it, yeah, it's a cool song. Then it gets into the trippy part, and everyone's just all like, what the fuck is this? Everyone's just all kind of weirded out, and they're like, what is this? What's going on? Yeah, I love it. I think.
He's got that theremin going.
And I think, I was gonna bring that up.
Yeah.
I love when Jimmy Page uses the theremin. I think it's so cool and so awesome.
Yeah.
I think he'd be putting his guitar near it to get feedback and whatnot. And I love it when he uses it in No Quarter as well. When he says "Dogs of Doom, how I'm on," you just hear.
Yeah.
It's
fucking badass.
Oh,
dude.
it's so cool. Every time he does that, I'm just like, oh yeah, it's so cool.
Yeah, Tesla does that in Edison's Medicine. Fucking cool too.
But yeah, Whole Lotta Love, man. I mean, that's one of the sexiest songs ever. If you want to get a girl in the mood, man, you play Whole Lotta Love, man. If you don't like that song, you're a fucking virgin. God damn it.
Well, speaking of roller skating, I used to hang out by the DJ booth and tell them what to play all the time when I was skating. I go,
And then
play
you
this.
told him to play. Wait, then you told him to play Sammy Hagar, and then they.
Now,
swerved
actually,
out
I was
the
telling him to
building.
play fucking REO Speedwagon and Duran and The Cure and stuff like that back then. But
He's all, who's this kid?
fuck, I was just telling him to play. I remember also I was fucking doing checks into people, my friends on the fucking boards. Like hockey. But Charles, what's your number 3? I got kicked out for that too.
You deserve it.
Led Zeppelin 2. You're gonna have that juice dripping all down your leg.
Oh, the
Lemon
Oh, the
song.
Lemon
Lemon
song. That might come
all
up.
right.
Hell yeah, that's a
Right.
raunchy ass song
Oh,
right
yeah.
there. That's what I'm talking. Man, that's some cool shit right there. That's kind of deepish cut, a little bit.
Yeah.
You don't hear that one on the radio a lot, anything like that. But man, damn good song right there. the
Fucking A,
Lemon
dude.
song.
So what's your number 3? Johnny Andrew?
Yeah.
Johnny Andrews.
My number 3 is going to be off of Zeppelin 2 on
All
site.
right.
Now, this one they do play on the radio quite a bit, but they always have the second song attached to it when this song stands alone better. Heartbreaker by itself.
Ooh,
That's a hot
great
take.
song.
Dude, you can't do Heartbreaker without Living,
Yeah.
Loving, Made.
I agree.
I like both of them.
It sucks.
Ooh.
Oh,
Whoa. Heyo.
So,
Oh.
so you're gonna take You're the Champions away from We Will Rock You too?
or any time away from feeling that way.
Yeah.
Well, not
Some
that,
shit
but
goes together.
All right, I'm
But-
just asking.
in this instance, yes, because this is the album that I'm making for me.
There you
Ooh,
go.
that's
Oh,
fine. I would have
Um,
put that as one song, though. That would have been me.
Nah,
I thought about that. Yeah.
but
The
Heartbreaker.
Heartbreaker riff is fucking classic.
Yeah.
Man. That's
Yeah,
a
it
Beavis
is.
and Butthead
Sexy.
staple. Butthead is the main cat. Yeah, it's great. Great
So,
riff.
Jerry, what's your number 3?
This is a song that surprisingly was released as a B-side, but it's now on Coda. Hey, hey, what can I do?
Oh,
Great
I
song.
fucking love that song.
Fucking love that riff.
I remember I bought the box set so I could get Traveling Riverside Blues and that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, both those songs.
I mean, how is that
fucking
song
amazing.
not on a fucking album, dude? I mean, you know what I mean? It's one of my favorites, of course, but that's a great fucking tune, dude.
Because Ian Wadley, The Power of 10, right? I don't know.
Little Lover does the midnight shift, man. Fucking A, dude.
Yeah.
Great song.
Anything else, Jerry?
No, that's cool. I'm
All
trying
right,
to speed
man.
it up a little bit.
And then I'm gonna agree with Charles, man, because I like when my lemon gets squeezed and the juice runs down my leg.
That's not a pleasant visual, dude.
Oh, fuck it. You don't like your woman squeezing your lemon and the
No,
juice
I'm
runs down?
If you're-
picturing
if you're
going
di-
like this.
If your dick is shaped like a lemon, you need to see a doctor.
God, man, I love fucking the lemon song. Fucking great fucking pick, Charles. And I agree with you. That's my number 3. Then we get to your number 4, Eric.
So number four, right?
Yeah.
Number 4, I'm going back to Led Zeppelin 2 and picking a song that none of you guys have picked yet, so I'm a little surprised. But I'm going with none other than Ramble On. Ooh,
Great
man.
song.
I love that song, and oh my god, I love I listened to on YouTube, they got all those they got all these Zeppelin songs where it's like the isolated bass, guitar, this and that. And I mean, one of the things with Zeppelin is, Jimmy Page had so many layers of guitars, and I love listening to the acoustic layer, just where I just listen to the isolated acoustic guitar, and it's just so amazing, and just God, that song, it's so great, man. There's really not much I can say. Go fucking listen to it if you haven't already. God, it's a great song. I love Ramble On.
Yeah, I never knew who fucking Gollum was until my daughter started watching.
I know
Lord of the Rings.
it's like I didn't know that was
I didn't know
Lord
who
of the
that
Rings,
was
like,
either. Yeah.
a lot of those bands in the 70s talked about Lord of the Rings. I remember when I
much.
was in summer camp and they had me do an interview with one of the counselors, and he said one of his favorite book series is Lord of the Rings. I didn't know what the fuck that was till the movies came out. So and then after I watched the movies, I go,
either.
Led Zeppelin's talking about Lord of the Rings, and Styx is talking about Lord of the Rings
Yeah.
on Pieces of 8. I go, why? I missed out.
I don't think anyone knew. I don't think like most of us knew about Lord of the Rings till the movies came out, and then you find out it's like
was
actually
singing
old as
about
fuck.
Lord of the
Yeah.
Rings. Zeppelin was singing about Lord of the Rings. I'm like, what the fuck? After I watched those movies, I go, oh, that's what they're talking about. I go, what the fuck is all hail to the Lord of the Rings with the magical mystery they bring? You know,
I was managing a Burger King and we got the Lord of the Rings shit, and that's the first time I've ever fucking heard of it, man.
you know, and Lord of the Rings is walking.
Yeah, it's
Walking.
bunch of
Third
fucking
one, walking. Boop.
All right, you
Fucking
watch
Randall on
Clerks 2.
man.
Yeah,
That
Clerks
was
2.
fucking
That was awesome.
Don't ever go to a donkey show. I've been there. It's not good. Tijuana, 90s. Fucking Tijuana taxi cab driver told my friends, you guys want to go to a donkey show? I was the only one who said no. They said yes.
I
happened to be the idiot that walked in first, and I saw a guy on a donkey's dick, and I go, don't go.
Come on, dude.
They went in. They went in there. I was already out the door. I told them not to. They went in. They saw it. The taxi cab driver was laughing and took off on us, so we had to walk back to downtown. But Charles, what's your number 4?
Hard to follow that one.
God, it's hard to follow that up.
Donkey show is not good. Yeah, not good.
All right, off of Physical Graffiti.
Great album.
Kind of deep cut. Don't hear it on the radio a lot. This was one Dr. Fuck turned me on to, even though I knew it, but I was like, what's a great deep cut one time? And he threw this one. I was like, damn it, you're right. The Wonton Song.
Oh, that's the only song I don't like off that album.
I heard you.
Dude, what?
I like what Richie Blackmore did with that riff better with Lady of the Lake.
Ooh, I love that song.
That's the only song I don't like on Physical Graffiti, but the rest of it's so perfect. It's such a good album.
Yeah, I dig Wonton Song.
I'll accept that.
You know what?
Hey, there we go.
Physical Graffiti is my favorite album, but I only picked one song off of it because I knew you motherfuckers to pick more. I'm still waiting for 2 songs that I'm waiting for you guys to pick. If you don't pick it, I'm going to be surprised off 2 different albums. But that's your number 4, Charles?
Yeah.
So your number 4, Andy?
Yeah. Hey, I guess this is a rumor, but I've heard it several times about the Beatles were in talks to do.
Yeah, they were. Yeah.
Back in the
What? I don't know.
Make that Lord of the Rings.
Yeah. But I just never. I guess they decided to do
disputed on who was going to be Gandalf, though. I've heard Lennon was going to be Gandalf, and then I heard Harrison was, and Paul and was going to be Frodo or something. Yeah,
Paul would have made a good Frodo, though. Come on,
must have been a British thing, I guess, back then. I don't know. It wasn't. I don't know. I never heard.
Who's the guy who wrote that book? C.S. Lewis, right?
J.R.R.
Tolkien.
Tolkien. You know, Tolkien's a Christian, right? I'm just saying, but
no, that was
Tolkien.
C.S. That was the Lewis.
So C.S. Lewis and Tolkien, they're both Christians, though.
The Tolkien was I don't think he was really.
I might be wrong.
Yeah, Lewis was. Lewis was always trying to on a religion.
Yeah.
But my number, we're at number 4, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. 10 Years Gone.
Yes, sir.
Love it.
On Physical Graffiti, y'all are right. It's an epic track with so much emotion, up and down, and the musicianship and the vocals on that track, just amazing, man. So yeah, 10 Years Gone off of Physical Graffiti.
So Jerry, what's your number 4?
My number 4, Eric mentioned this live version earlier. Off Houses of the Holy, No Quarter.
Great song.
Fucking great song, man. JPJ, one of the most underrated fucking musicians on the planet.
I agree.
The fucking live fucking track rules, man.
Yes.
Like you said, when he does that theremin, the dogs are dogs are gloom or howling more. It's fucking awesome, dude.
So cool.
He was the Swiss Army knife of the band.
They played everything. You did.
They played everything. Yeah.
Everything.
Dude, did you guys ever see that O2 concert, man?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
It sounded great. Fucking Cashmere, dude. They fucking just nailed that fucking tune.
Yeah,
dude.
Jason Bonham rules like he does in the circle. Yeah.
But yeah, House of the Holy is probably my second favorite Zeppelin album. So I had to put, No Quarter on there. It gives JPJ some love.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. House of the Holy just took a nosedive for me because of the crunch. But then we get to My number 4.
Why is everyone
You
hating
haven't
on
seen
that?
the bridge, man. You've not seen the
There
bridge.
ain't no bridge in that song. Fucking James Brown did it better. But then fucking then they try to do Elvis, Hot Dog. Stop trying to do it, people. Just do Led Zeppelin. Then I get to my number 4, Achilles' Last Stand.
Oh, good tune,
Good
dude.
song. Good song.
I fucking love that. That's fucking just driving, dude. You're in
Yeah.
your car. Yeah, I just love the fucking driving
Gotta-
beat of that. And then we get to your number 5, Eric.
Number 5. So I am gonna pick a song off Physical Graffiti now, which I think Physical Graffiti pretty much dominates my my list. And I'm gonna go with one that's like, it's probably their second most popular song, and a lot of people may be burnt out on it, but I love it. I love Middle Eastern rhythms in music, especially rock and roll
There's
music.
one of the songs.
I'm
that I
talking about
didn't- I
Kashmir.
knew one of you guys
Yeah.
would pick. Yep.
I'm talking about Cat, dude. I can never get sick of that song.
Have
It's
you
just
ever seen the
so-
one with Jimmy Page and what is it, Plant and Page, where they did it with acoustic stuff on that?
I have not seen
They
that. but
have
I
a
need to
whole
check it
video.
out.
They have a whole live show and an album of that where they're doing
No Quarter, it's called. I
No
think.
Quarter. Yeah, it's really
No
good.
Quarter.
dude.
I gotta
No
check
Quarter.
that out. But
Yeah, you gotta check it
I love Kashmir, man. Like I said, I can never get sick of that song, and it's still to this day fucking sample. I remember when I think one of those Super Bowl halftime shows, they sampled it, because I'm like watching it and I'm just like, it's horrible, and all of a sudden I'm like, wait a minute, that's Kashmir. They steal Kashmir. It's iconic, man. I mean, it gets anyone pumped up. It's amazing. And like I said, I love when heavy metal or hard rock bands use like Middle Eastern sounding rhythms. I love that Middle Eastern sounding stuff. It's Egyptian sound. It's awesome. It's epic.
You gotta check out No Quarter. I think they have Egyptian musicians on there, don't they?
I think
Yeah.
so, yeah.
Yeah,
But
you need to check that out.
and there's something creepy about Kashmir, like something about the orchestra that they used on the for the studio recording. It's just something about it just is, it's eerie and kind of creepy, and that's I kind of like it when Zeppelin does that. There's something creepy and eerie about Zeppelin with a lot of their songs. So man, Kashmir, I mean, yeah, you may be burnt out on it, but I mean, there's a reason it's played a lot. It's an amazing track.
Yeah, don't ever watch Puff Daddy with Jimmy Page on Saturday Night Live.
Oh
doing-
God, fuck no.
I was like,
Come to me. That was terrible, man.
Oh,
That's
God.
all it was it's just like it's like trying to listen to Kashmir in the car, but then you got your douchebag friend talking the whole time.
yeah, that was like one of the worst Saturday Night Live performers I ever seen.
Terrible.
Besides Lady Gaga, like
I liked
acting
the
like she was
movie.
born. That's
I
You
horrible.
like that
Godzilla.
movie?
Godzilla
Oh,
movie.
movie.
Well, that's right here.
Oh, Godzilla? I didn't like Godzilla. No.
Wrong with you guys?
Charles, what's your number 5?
I'm gonna go to the
Dude,
House-
of course that's great, dude. That's
Houses
fucking
of the
classic.
Holy.
The Matthew Broderick movie
That's
wasn't
classic.
that
I
good.
get
This-
that. I like all Godzilla movies, so
On
fucking
to
A,
you.
dude.
That's not Japanese. I was just saying a bunch of random stuff. I don't know Japanese.
That's racist. All right, Charles.
Going off
We're getting
Houses of
canceled.
the Holy, the closing track, The Ocean.
Yeah, great one.
Great. That's like 2 songs in one too. I love
Mhm.
that.
Yeah,
And your favorite band, Guns N' Roses, did that with Rocket Queen.
yeah.
It's very similar.
Well, did it well.
That's not his favorite band. It's Oasis. Get that right.
Second
No,
favorite
the
band.
The
favorite
Beatles.
band.
The
Mark.
Beatles are his favorite band.
Beatles are my favorite band always, ever. There's no band better. And
Damn right.
they're like Zeppelin. You can mimic Mouth Rush all you want. Beatles blow them away. And
1A and 1B.
but it's kind of like Zeppelin too, man. That's what I said. They're not really metal. They're just Zeppelin, man. They do
Yeah.
so many different genres. And just an incredible band. So I mean, every song pretty much everybody said is gonna rule. It ain't gonna be like, oh man, no, that sucks. Even some of the songs you say suck. I'm like, nope. No. Hot Dog kicks ass. Didn't make my list, but it kicks ass. But
Ian Wally
Yeah.
disagrees with you. So
yeah, well. See, I don't agree with everything.
yeah,
they
see,
say.
Mark Dolly, he's not a clone. All right. I had to get that in there since we don't have any Sammy Hagar news for that dude.
Yeah.
But he pissed me off a little bit. But I love you, Mark, sometimes. But
Andy's turn there.
what's your number 5, Andy?
Yeah, my number 5. I'm gonna slow it down a little bit. Off of Zeppelin 4, Going to California.
Great
Fucking
song.
Track.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful song, and also it's also on that How the West Was Won.
I have
Wow.
that.
And that acoustic work by Jimmy on that live track, and that's
And that fucking mandolin by John Paul Jones, man.
Mhm.
yes.
It's fucking awesome, dude.
And the thing about Zeppelin live, they don't play anything like the studio track. It's like a whole different
Yeah.
album, whole
Yep.
different songs, and it's so unpredictable. You even though you know the song, you still don't know which way they're going to go, and that's why they're one of the best. Led Zeppelin.
What's your
That's
number 5, Jerry?
My number 5 is lead off track of this great fucking album. I'm talking about Custard Pie, dude.
Nice.
Great one.
Fucking love that tune. I remember when I first heard this album, I was like, damn, this album's off to a fucking kick-ass start. And every fucking song on this fucking album rules, dude. But Custard Pie is probably one of my favorites. Great riff, great song. That's it.
Yeah, so I'm gonna slow it down because I think it's a beautiful song and gotta have a ballad on here, man. I picked All of My Love. from
Oh
In-
my god, I love that song so much.
I love All of My
it.
Love, and
The
you-
acoustic
you have to
solos.
have that because that was like
Oh,
a sea
God.
change for Led Zeppelin. They really had a ballad like that.
Wrote that about his kid, didn't he?
And yeah, and it you picked Going to
Moose.
California. I gotta
Sorry.
say this because it's a running joke that used to have with Lee. Going
Yeah.
to California. Who was that? Sandy Denny
Yeah.
was on
Yeah.
from Fairport Port Convention. Fuck
Yeah.
the Fairport Port Convention. I always thought that was Ann Wilson on that. How come she sounds so good on that song? And you listen to that shit Fairport Port Convention, and it's horrible. They should stick with Led Zeppelin. Sad she died early, but I just had to say that. Fuck Fairport Convention. That was my number 5. What's your number 6, Eric?
Number 6. So let me pull up my list again. So like I said, they're in no particular order. We already talked about this one, so I'm gonna say it right now, just to get it out of the way. It's an amazing song though. Talking about From Physical Graffiti, 10 Years Gone. I mean,
Great
that's just
song.
I mean, we've all been there, man. We've all had that breakup, the one that got away, where that really, that really messed you up, that really broke your heart, man. My old Asian girlfriend from high school, man. That's the one I like, that was like my first true love, man, and that hurt. So we've all been there, man. It's such a beautiful, heartbreaking song, but it's at the same time, it's so beautiful and just really touches you. So I love 10 Years Gone. Great
Dude,
song.
that lead fucking riff at the end.
Oh my God. So
Fucking
amazing.
just- yeah, great.
Charles, what's your number 6? Side one
I'm
into
gonna
side
go,
one?
predictable. No, we're on 6. And closing side 1 on mine.
Yes, I'm asking.
And,
Yeah.
yep, this is one of those ones you said somebody'd pick. Eric already did. It's fucking epic. It's how you close out side 1, Cashmere.
Hell yeah.
I would have picked it, but you know the deal.
I'm
Yeah.
the same way with Mark on that one, actually.
Yeah, it's like, let's give people more Zeppelin songs. If somebody's already going to pick it, we might as well pick something else. There's so many great songs by Zeppelin. So, but you guys picked
Yeah,
a lot
yeah.
of songs that I picked that I wasn't even thinking about. But Kashmir was really the only song that I thought you motherfuckers would pick. So keep going, Charles.
No, I mean it again. I don't pick the shade. If people want to learn it, go get the albums, listen to that shit.
Yeah.
I don't have to tell you what to listen to. This is what
Listen
I
to,
like.
listen to classic rock radio. You'll hear all the
Yeah.
Led Zeppelin songs.
I mean,
Yeah.
the Cashmere is just so damn good, man. And,
So
and,
good.
and that reunion thing they did in London,
Fucking
that was
hey,
the
dude, that
best
was
song
awesome.
on the set. Totally.
That reunion thing wanted them to get Sammy Hagar to be their lead singer because Robert Plant
Yeah,
didn't want to do it.
oh, Christ, here we go with that bullshit.
And Steven Tyler, and also the Miles
Kennedy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Miles Kennedy. Yeah.
The rumor behind it is they were offered $400 million to do a tour. They Robert Plant turned it down. I think he was the only one that turned it down. I think.
Yeah, he
Robert
wants
Plant's
to
such an
sing with fucking
asshole.
Allison Krauss.
Yeah, Robert Plant's the fucking asshole.
Robert Plant said he could not
Bluegrass,
do
my
Led Zeppelin
ass.
without Bonham. Says he could not
Bluegrass
do it without
sucks.
Bonham.
That's just my opinion. But
Nah.
that's your number 6 to end your side
Yep.
one, Charles.
Yep.
So what's your number 6 to end your side one, Johnny 5?
Yeah.
I'm joking.
I think
Johnny Andrews.
I think maybe Robert Plant turns it down because he can't sing like he used to.
He was
Yeah,
fine in
he
that
can.
show though.
But my number 6 that's going to end side one, it's going to end with an epic track that Marc has already talked about. Achilles' Last Stand.
Yeah.
I love the
Yes.
drums on that. Just man, Bond was badass on that track. Like a machine gun. That's awesome, man. And I like that track. And also, my uncle is a big Zeppelin fan, and he likes to burn stuff off of YouTube. So he burned me a CD of their last performance in Berlin, and it's got Achilles' Last Stand live on there as well. And it was awesome. It's awesome. So Achilles' Last Stand's going to end my side one.
Is track 6 ending your side one too, Jerry?
Yep.
Okay, what is it?
Off Led Zeppelin 2. And I mentioned how great a fucking acoustic guitar player Jimmy Page is.
Yeah.
Listen to this fucking song. Another beautiful song by Led Zeppelin. Thank you.
Great song.
That's a great song. That was
Great
written for his
song.
wife.
Yes. Just a beautiful song. The fucking solo. Holy shit. Fucking Jimmy Page rules, dude. And it's amazing because it's a ballad, but fucking John Bonham can't be quiet, dude. His drums are loud in that song. You played the Rain Song version live the other day, and I was listening to it, and fucking, it's a slow going song, but his fucking Bonham was just banging those fucking drums through that fucking live version. Incredible, dude.
I played that song on the last track at his wedding when people were clearing out. That's what I played on the PA was "Thank You," which I thought was pretty cool.
But anyway,
nice.
yeah, back to that song. That song is a beautiful fucking song, dude.
Yeah, it is.
So then I'm gonna end my side one of track 6 with freaking a song that I told my wife I want, if I ever die, I hope we both die together because I don't want us to go through pain together. But in my time of dying, he's ending my side one epic track to end.
Great
Freaking,
song.
that is just a fucking great, beautiful fucking song, dude. It's like one of the best songs ever.
Yeah,
I
is.
don't know if that song doesn't make you tear up. I don't know what's wrong with you. Fucking this is St. Peter. You know, it's like, and those drums that Bonham's doing on that ends my side one. And then we get to you. I guess you're track 7, Eric.
Yeah. Let's see here. We talked about that song, so I'm gonna save that one. Ooh, man, which one should I pick? I guess I'll go to none other than the Houses of the Holy album, which for a while was my favorite Led Zeppelin album, but Physical
Yeah.
Graffiti is now my favorite. And I'm talking about the reggae song, Dire Maker or Jamaica,
Jamaica.
however you pronounce it. I love that song. And I'm not a big reggae fan, but man, that song is just amazing. And it's my second favorite Jimmy Page solo, as my favorite being All of My Love, the solo he does in there. This would be my second favorite Jimmy Page solo. It's just, it kind of has like that vibe of like that solo has like a vibe of a old like 1950s like rock and roll like ballady kind of song. It's just so melancholy and just so heartbreaking. Just God, everything about the song, from the drumming, the guitar work. Plant sounds really good on it. He's very refrained and whatnot. I even love too, like the end. There's that little like piano. It's almost like, sounds like some Little Mermaid shit, but it just works. And it's just I get the vibe of just being on a beach somewhere in Jamaica, you know, having some drinks, you know, and just you know, one of those emotional drinking nights where you're drinking with your friends, but all of a sudden you start getting a little emotional. You start thinking about those chicks that did you wrong in the past, man. It's just it's something about it, man. Something about it, just it puts you in it takes you somewhere, you know. I love Dire Maker, whatever the fuck you call it. Great song.
Yeah, and then we get to your track 1 on side 2, Charles.
Off of Led Zeppelin 4. This is one of those probably burnout songs for most of the world, but I never get burnout on this song. Fucking love it.
Ooh,
Rock and roll.
Great song, dude.
Nice.
Good
Say
song.
you opened up my side too. I know a lot of people will say, that song is burnout. I'm not burnout on any Zeppelin songs, so I don't
Neither am I.
care.
Either
I
man.
agree.
And I almost put Black Dog on the list too, but I didn't. But that's another one where people, well, I
That
like
one I'm a little
Black
burnt
Dog.
out on still.
The rock and roll has just got that groove to it. And
That opening drum fucking it's just
it
so
started as a happy
legendary.
accident, playing a Little Richard
Yeah.
song, and then they just made their own. It was kick ass. So great rocker to open up side two.
What about you opening up your side to Andy?
Yeah, I'm going to open up my side too with. I'm going to agree with Eric. Sometimes, every once in a while, "Houses of the Holy" is my favorite Zeppelin album. It
Great
can't happen.
album.
And I'm going to start off my second track the way side two, the way that the album starts off side one. Song remains the same.
Great song.
Epic.
Nice.
Epic.
Bonham and Page just go off the rails on that. I mean, you think the song's over and they keep going, and then Plant comes out of nowhere and sings like the fifth verse. It's like badass, man. So
fucking the electric 12 string Page plays
Yep.
in that song is so
dude,
fucking
yes,
great.
dude, he's just going on and on and on. So so that's how I'm gonna lead off my side two.
What about you, Jerry?
My side two opener is a song they never did live because John Paul Jones could never get the sound right.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
I mentioned Custard Pie leading off side one. Side two, In the Light.
Yes,
Nice.
I fucking love that song.
Fucking what a killer ass tune, dude.
It's like
man.
them doing a Black Sabbath song, basically.
At the beginning, in the beginning, it's just fucking awesome, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, that fucking album rules, dude. I don't know what else to say.
Yep.
He
I
he
agree
used
with
to have-
you. That's my
he used
favorite
some
album.
He used some weird keyboard that I forget what it was called. I read about it a long time ago, but they could never get the sound right. And of course, Zeppelin don't use tape, so
Yep. And then I get
Clavinet, maybe.
I don't know. It's a little small fucking thing, like a typewriter. It looked like.
Yeah, something like that.
to my side two, track one, In the Evening.
Yeah.
I love
just
that opening.
Love that fucking song. I thought I took two openers from two albums, so I thought they were perfect songs to open my album. So In the Evening, I like indie, and freaking Robert Plant's kind of scatting in that song. I fucking just love it. Sad, man, because that was their last real album, I guess.
It was.
Coda was a side
That
was
the
an
last
album
real
of
album.
outtakes and stuff.
Yeah.
Sucks Bonham died because they were supposed to go on tour, and people got refunded because Bonham died of alcohol poisoning.
Yeah.
Like all
I think the same way that Bond died. I think the same way in their car. I think, if I remember right.
Yeah. Well, same thing with Keith Moon, right?
Yep.
Yeah. What the fuck?
That dude, Keith Moon can fucking out party both those guys combined.
Yeah.
I think, man, that dude was fucking out there.
That's my side too. So what's your number 8, Eric?
Number 8. Let's see here. What should I go with? Oh, I'm gonna go again with Physical Graffiti. And this is a song I used to hate this song. I used to never like this song at all. I hated it. And then when I did the review for this album, it became one of my favorites off the album. Much like Tangerine, it kind of makes me it's kind of a depressing song, and sometimes it's a little hard to listen to. This one I can listen to a little bit more though than Tangerine. Like Tangerine, like if I play that, that show will make me cry. Down by the Seaside though.
Oh
that
yeah,
song,
great song.
Great track. That's one of my favorites on that album.
Like I said, I hated that song, but now it's like one of my favorites. And I love it. It's like it sounds like one of those old school like depressing country songs. I love the way Jimmy makes the guitar sound like it's underwater. It's just
Then it gets a little disco-y kind of.
Yeah. But it's just like, man, it is like it's a depressing song, but it's just at the same time it's so beautiful and so well written and so well produced. I love everything about Down by the Seaside.
That was so cool about Physical Graffiti, man. It had every fucking aspect.
It was their White Album.
Yeah, and every aspect of that band was on that album. every
Like
fucking
you're right,
influence, sound. Yeah.
And then we get to your track 2, side 2, Charles.
Off of Led Zeppelin 3, probably up towards the top of my favorite Zeppelin albums. Celebration Day.
Great song.
Love that song. Love that
Great
whole
song.
album. I think it's underrated
Lee-
album.
Lee hates it.
That's a great record, dude.
I don't always agree with Lee either. So there you
I
go.
know,
Another one, Mark Daly.
You ain't a follower.
There you go.
It's not as good as Hot Poop, but you know, it's
Oh
close.
God. I have PTSD from a lot of albums he's picked.
Or
He
the
picked a lot
Shag.
of weird stuff.
Oh God.
The Shags really rule, but
I can't wait till fucking we get into our episodes, both of you guys. We got 2 more left. Freaking Blackberry Smoke's coming up, and then after that, it's fucking the Beatles, Let It Be. And that's
Great album.
Lee's finale, Let It Be.
I love Let Be.
But
What a perfect album. For
Well, those are
finale.
two. Those are two. I like Blackberry Smoke and fucking. That's a
yeah,
great
we got
Beatles
2 good
album,
albums
so,
coming up.
yeah.
This last one's not doing too well. But Andy, what's your number 2 side 2?
Yeah, my number 2, side 2. I'm going to go with Led Zeppelin 3, just like Charles did, but a
All right.
different track. A little ballad. That's the Way.
Oh,
What
great
else?
song.
Great
That
one.
it was on Almost Famous. I was like, oh my God, they're playing That's
Tangerine
the
was
Way. You know,
Tangerine was on there
Tangerine,
too.
the Rain song was on there.
man, there are a lot of really great tracks. And also Neil Young's Everybody Knows This Is Nowhere. Man, that was a big surprise. But yeah, I love That's the Way. I like the way that Robert Plant can slow things down, and his voice really comes through on ballads. You know, because he can also do the hard rock, and you know, he can do the ballads, and he does a good job. So that's where
Another great acoustic riff by Jimmy in that one too.
Oh
All
yeah.
right, Jerry, what's your
Yes.
number 2 side 2?
Okay, man. Andy mentioned this one earlier, man. I mean, these are lyrics. I'm gonna fuck him up here by saying it. To find a queen without a king. It says she plays guitar and cries and sings.
Yeah.
That's fucking awesome. Ride a white mare in the footsteps of dawn, trying to find a woman that's never ever been born. Fucking love going to California, dude.
Great song.
Great song.
There's rumors that I'm not 100% sure they wrote that about Joni Mitchell. Some people said they did write that about her, but man, what a beautiful tune. I love that open D tuning on the acoustic, the fucking mandolin playing, just a fucking beautiful, great song, dude.
All right. And I get
Really
to my side 2, Al Zeppelin 4. Written by a dog that was sitting outside of the studio, Black Dog. That's how they got the name. There was a dog, just stray dog hanging out the studio. So they said, let's name this song Black Dog. So Black Dog, hey mama. All right, let's get to your number 9, Eric.
All right, number 9. So I have 2 songs off Zeppelin 4, but I'm gonna go with this one that's already been talked about. From Presence, the only song from Presence. None other than Achilles' Last Stand.
Yep.
Song's fucking amazing.
Sure.
You know, the John Paul Jones doing that bass gallop. I mean, it's pretty heavy metal for fucking Zeppelin, man. And it's, you know, what is it, like 11 minutes or something? It's
Yep.
but yeah, it's like 11 minutes, but man, it doesn't feel like 11 minutes because it just, you know, it never gets boring. It never, you know, you're never sitting there like, Jesus, this song, and you're just wanting more and more and more, and just all the things Jimmy's doing on guitar and all the layers. You know, it's kind of like Princess of the Dawn by Accept, where it's like, you know, like with Wolf Hoffman's doing one thing on guitar, and then all of a sudden there's another layer where he's doing something different, just keeps adding and adding, and that's how this song is. Jimmy just keeps, you know, he does something on guitar, and then like he keeps playing that, but then he keeps adding something each time, and just builds and builds. He's doing just so much, and you know, but John Paul Jones is holding it down with that bass. Bonham's going ape shit, you know, and you know, Plant's doesn't have much of a presence on there, but what he does do is fucking phenomenal. That's a great song. What a great way to open that album.
So Charles, your number track 3 on side 2.
Zeppelin's Answer to Punk. Powerful fucking song off Coda, Wearing and Tearing.
Aaron and Terry.
Good song.
Good tune.
song.
That rips. That song rips. And that's how you answer the punk. That's how you do it. I mean, I love punk though too, but I mean, they felt challenged. They came out with something even harder. They showed those bands how it's done. But I mean, they were world-class musicians, man. So it was, you don't challenge a band like that. I don't think they were challenged, but they took it as a challenge and they stepped up to it. Great song. Too bad it came out, like Coda after it was, that's another one that probably should have been out earlier, but love it. You don't hear that one on the radio a lot either.
Yeah. Then we get
And
to
I don't think I've ever heard that on the radio, to be honest.
Never heard
Exactly.
anything from that album off
No.
the radio.
Wearing and tearing just rules, man. So
So we
And
get to your number 3, Andy.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, and people should listen to Coda more. And it's
I
a song.
agree.
Fucking rules.
Better than Enter the Outdoor, in my opinion.
Yeah.
My next one, my number 3, it's already been talked about by Jerry, I believe. No Quarter. I love that song. Again, another one off of Houses of the Holy. Also, No Quarter done live on The Song Remains the Same, the soundtrack. And I was saying earlier on the radio show that Marc does that people don't talk about that double live album as much as they do about others. And it's a badass album. The Song Remains the Same. And they stretch out No Quarter to about 10 or 11 minutes with great instrumentation, of John Paul Jones and Page and of course Bob.
And it was live, man. It wasn't fucking done in a studio to make it sound live. It was fucking just pure raw awesomeness, dude.
Yeah, recorded Madison Square Garden, man.
Well, it's because Robert Plant broke his leg. They were supposed to record another show, but he broke his leg, so they released that. So that's kind of what happened. Yeah. Hey, that's why. So you're number 3, Jerry, on side 2.
I'm going to disagree with Andy on part of this song. I think Heartbreaker and Living Loving Made are meant to be together. So I'm picking those 2 songs. We talked about it earlier. We'll just move this on. So,
And then you guys already talked about Communication Breakdown. That's my number 3 on a proto metal song on my side 2. So what's your number? What is it? 10? No, it's 10.
And
What's your number 10, Eric?
Number 10. When I was a young kid, in elementary school, and I started getting into Led Zeppelin, I started kind of gathering up all my mom's Zeppelin CDs that she had. She pretty much had almost all of them, except she didn't have Led Zeppelin 3 or Presence. And she didn't have Coda either. But I remember, my mom and dad hanging out, and they were divorced at the time, but they were friends. They still hung out. And I remember asking my dad, because we're all like, we just have all these CDs out. We're just listening to music, talking music. And I asked my dad, I'm like, hey, Dad, what's, in your opinion, what's the best Led Zeppelin song? And he told me what it was, and I immediately put it on, and I listened to it. I could see why it's his favorite Led Zeppelin song, because it's fucking phenomenal. And I am talking about none other than When the Levee Breaks.
yeah.
There's a really good cover up by Wasp, and I love Blackie's voice on it, because Blackie does have like that, like kind of, he's got that soulful, like dark, evil voice, but the Led Zeppelin version's amazing as well. I love both versions. Great song. They mentioned Chicago. I'm from Illinois, so Robert Plant sings his.
That's an old blues standard, though.
Robert Plant sings his ass off on that song, man. I just love that dirty, like slide guitar that Jimmy Page is doing. The drumming by John Bonham, man, he's beating the shit out of those drums like they owe him money. I mean, it's just what a great way to end Zeppelin 4. Zeppelin 4 is a perfect album, and just what a great way to end it. I love When the Levee Breaks. That song fucking rules, man.
The Beastie Boys sampled those drums.
That harmonica fucking ruled in that song too.
Yeah, and I'm not a big harmonica fan, but
it fit that
works.
One.
Yeah,
I'm a harmonica fan when Huey Lewis and Steven Tyler play it. That's just me. But Charles doesn't like Huey. But Charles, what's your number 4 on side 2?
House of the Holy, baby. Man, I love that damn song, dude. It was actually made for the House as a Holy album, but for some reason they just didn't put it on it. But
they said it sounded too much like Dancing Days.
Yeah, which is strange.
They do sound similar.
They should have just put Dancing Days on Physical Graffiti, but hey, whatever. Hey, that's what it came out. That's all I care about.
Yeah,
It's got such a groove to it. And just man, I've always loved that jam. So I have to put that on anything alternate Zeppelin.
Yeah.
So what's your number 4, Andy, on side 2?
My four is a song that introduced me to listen to the whole albums instead of just hit songs, and really introduced me to deep tracks. Even though Eric hates this song, Since I've Been Loving You. When
That's not really a deep
I
track,
love this
though. I'd consider that maybe like one of the
They're
hits.
all deep. I don't think they had hits, did they? I mean, so they're all considered like deep tracks in a way.
I feel like with Led Zeppelin 3, people remember like the 2 biggest songs as easily Since I've Been Loving You and Immigrant Song.
Yeah.
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 Okay.
I didn't pick it, but I forgot about it. Out on the Tiles is like one of my
Good song,
favorite
dude.
Great
songs.
song. Great song.
But I've Been Loving You was never released as a
No.
song.
I don't think they ever released singles really, but it's
Mm.
I'd say it's probably one of the well-knowns. It's
No,
that and Immigrants are the 2 well-known songs off that album, the 2 biggest songs.
they did release "Whole Lot of Love" as a single, and it butchered it. It was like 3 minutes long. Sucked.
Oh,
Yeah. But yeah, Eric, I can see what you're saying. It's one of the most popular songs on that album. It is. But Since I've Been Loving You, I just love the guitar and the great vocals by Plant on that as well. But Since I've Been Loving You is my number 10 track.
nice.
So what's your number 4, side 2, Jerry?
Going back to "Houses of the Holy" again. I'm doing with the more mellow Zeppelin. It seems like because I'm going with "Over the Hills" and "Far Away," man.
Ooh,
Oh,
good
yeah.
song.
And another fucking great acoustic riff by Jimmy, man. Every guitar player in the world tries to learn that song, man. It's not easy. It's a lot of tricky stuff to it, but it's a great fucking tune, man.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. If Jimmy Page, Sean Paul Jones, or Robert Plant ever dies, we need to all call into work and do a special episode.
Well, see, here's the cool
I'll do
thing
it.
about Zeppelin. One quick thing. Here's the thing. I know John Bonham kind of maybe made their decision a little easier to quit, but
Yeah.
they knew when to quit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They didn't carry on with some other scabs, and that's how they got their legendary status, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Dude. Bands like Kiss and fucking bands like that are ruining their fucking
If Van Halen did that after David Lee Roth, they would be in the same category as Zeppelin, but they decided to get fucking that douchebag Sammy and taint their legacy.
I mean, I don't think even with Bonham alive, they would have gone on much longer. So,
But
Yeah.
Yeah, Enter the
But-
Outdoor wasn't the greatest, so I mean, they stopped at the best time.
All right. Man. Is that
Yeah,
it,
but-
Jerry?
a big
Point-
smile on Charles' face.
there
Hey,
was
that I love that.
Sammy
Hagar hate.
hate is strong.
It fills
this
me with
group.
goodness.
but
The
but
Hagar tears just make me feel great.
I ain't crying. I'm just laughing.
Oh, you were doing this.
I'm just shaking
Hey,
my
that
head.
Over the Hills is far
No,
away.
but-
I think
saying
also-
that
Don't make me bring up Journey news. I have some, but I didn't bring it up.
Oh.
I think Over the Hills and Far Away was also inspired by Tolkien a little bit.
Yeah.
I think a little bit. And Andy's tracks, I had to step out and make some coffee. That is great on that film you were talking about. The Since I've Been Loving You.
Yeah.
Oh man, that performance is great. So
yeah, it is.
go
Jerry?
ahead, Mark.
Oh, me? Oh, I'm making sure Jerry's done.
Oh, I'm done, dude. I'm trying.
All right. Well, mine, you guys
Get
already
Charles
talked
back to
about
work.
this. 10 Years Gone.
Great
I
song.
picked
Yeah.
my 2 favorite songs in my time of dying, and 10 Years Gone off Physical Graffiti. I try to pick a song off of each album. I don't think I got anything off Coda, but I think I missed that one. But 10 Years Gone is my track 4, side 2. So your track 11, Eric.
All right, so final track 11, and some people may roll their eyes, but no matter what, you can't deny how amazing this song is. I'm talking about none other than their biggest song, Stairway to Heaven.
Oh, there's
Yeah,
nothing wrong with that at all.
You can't get tired of Stairway. It's just so
No.
so beautiful. I remember as a kid, I hated the mellow part because when you're a kid, you just want to hear heavy rock and roll. So I'd always wait till the end when it just got rocking. And I remember one time like listening to that song because you couldn't just skip through to the fast part; you had to listen to the whole song. And I remember just listening, and finally I was about to get to the heavy part, and my mom comes in the room like, "Hey, your aunt or whoever's on the phone, they want to talk to you," and like totally interrupted the song. I was like so mad, but as I got older, I learned like just the whole thing is beautiful, and actually the mellow part's my favorite now. But I just love the build up. There's just it's so beautiful. It's just so well constructed. I mean, I just the fact that a human being could write something that beautiful and that epic is just mind blowing. It's just I never can get sick of Stairway to Heaven. I can listen to it nonstop and it'll never get old. It's just so beautiful. I love too that cover that Heart did of it at that ceremony or whatever.
Holy
That's
shit, that
really
Kennedy
good.
Award thing. Oh,
Made
me
cry.
That was amazing. And but yeah, man, Stairway to Heaven. I can't ever get sick of that song. And there's a reason, like much like Kashmir. There's a reason it's played all the time. There's a reason it's hyped up so much because it's a masterpiece.
Yes, that's why.
No Stairway.
You mentioned that performance, man, and it just tells you what a great player Nancy Wilson of Heart is. Imagine sitting there playing that all by yourselves in front of fucking Led Zeppelin, you know?
Oh, the guy that did the
fucking nailed it. Yeah, and she nailed it, man. Fucking what a great song. You're right. Nothing wrong with that song at all.
Yeah, I knew one of you guys would pick it. So Charles, what's your last track on your side too?
That performance brought a tear to Robert Plant's eye.
Oh yeah, it did.
He hates that song.
Robert Plant also said, "I don't like people covering my songs," but that was awesome. So
yeah. Well, I mean, I'm just gonna have to be that one that you knew the motherfuckers would pick it, and I'm totally on board with Eric with the great epic Stairway to Heaven. Whoever says they get tired of that fucking song is a dipshit. Probably likes Little Hagar.
Yeah.
Hey, I never get tired of that song. Why is Hagar hate so strong in here? I'd skip the Hagar news.
Because it's comic relief, dude. That's why.
It is.
It's just the way of life, man. I mean, that's the way it goes. But Stairway to Heaven is so epic. Beautiful song. I mean, I know, yeah, you're not allowed to play it in guitar stores.
There's a reason for that because everybody wants to fucking learn it. That's why.
Yeah,
right. You know what's starting to be number 2 though?
Smoke on the Water, right?
Wonderwall. There you go. An Oasis reference,
shit.
Mark.
Yeah.
Oh,
True.
Saturday, which will come out 5 weeks later. I got some stuff.
No, it's totally true. Wonderwall is like the guitar store. Don't play it, please. Stop playing it. Because everybody has to learn it for some reason. But back to Stairway to Heaven. Absolutely phenomenal song. Led Zeppelin 4, I think, sometimes gets overlooked because all the great hits on it. But still, man, geez, Led Zeppelin. All their albums are tremendous. Every one of them in my world. And I have to have Stairway to Heaven. I don't care if it's overplayed or whatever. I just love it, period.
Yeah,
Well,
Mark, you mentioned you didn't like Sandy Denny, man, but on the Battle of Evermore, she sounded fucking awesome, dude.
Yeah. Battle of Evermore. Yeah, that's
Fairport ain't that bad. Fairport ain't that bad.
Oh, fuck Fairport Point. Fuck you, Lee. Like I'm still got PTSD from that song. But what's your number 5 on
11.
your ending?
Yeah, 5, right?
No, his Andy.
Yeah.
Johnny
Andrews.
Andrews.
Johnny
Johnny
Andrews.
Andrews.
I'm going to end with an epic track on the first album, and when they do it live, they stretch it out to 25 minutes or 20, and it all sounds great. Every version of this song is fantastic. Dazed and Confused,
Great
one of
song.
the songs of all time by them. But I do love Stairway to Heaven. I will always love Stairway to Heaven. But man, just Dazed and Confused. It can be any version that they throw at you. It can be from
That
the
was
beat.
great on that film too.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yep.
That was great on that film too.
Yeah. Dazed
Come on,
and
who could play a 30-minute song of one song? Come on.
Yeah, I never owned an album that had one song on an album before, on the whole side of an album.
Yeah.
You know? That was cool.
So Jerry,
But-
what's your ending?
I agree with Andy, man. Dazed
Yeah.
and Confused, man.
Nice.
I mean, fucking great tune, great song. Fucking, what else more can I say?
That's so doomy. And
Yeah.
it's that bass line is like
Just that riff, that dun, 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 dun,
that's
dun,
great.
dun,
But that
dun,
bass
dun.
line, is just iconic, man.
so deep.
I don't know, but my ending, I thought Jerry would pick for sure.
What?
I'm kind of surprised. I knew you guys would pick Dazed and Confused, freaking Immigrant Song. Well, I picked Immigrant Song. I didn't care if you guys picked it, but I wanted to pick something different. And I'm glad I got like How Many More Times on here and All of My Love.
Please be hot dog. Please be hot dog. Please be hot dog.
You're insane.
Oh,
Song sucks.
I think it's gonna go against the grain.
I'm going with House of the Holy.
Oh,
Epic,
Hey, yeah.
epic
Won't you
closing.
take me to the
No, not that song.
Oh,
The
Oh,
Rain
you're talking about the
song.
album.
Oh, fucking great song.
the
dude.
rain
The
song
Rain
is
song
tremendous.
is beautiful.
Great song.
I had too many slower songs on my list. That's why I didn't make it.
I had to end it with that song because I have 2 bonus tracks, so it's not actually an ending, but
Yeah.
it's like a great fucking song, man. It's
Yeah.
just so epic. It just you just hear down, 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 and then he goes. Isn't that on the movie too?
Yeah,
The Rain
it's on the
song?
movie.
Yeah.
Fucking great fucking song, man.
You played it the other night for me, dude.
Oh yeah, I played the Rain song. I fucking love it, dude. That's why I was surprised you didn't pick it. So that's my ending of that album. Let's get to our bonus tracks, Eric. What are your bonus tracks?
Well, we got bonus tracks.
If you didn't have any, you don't have to say them.
Oh, okay. Wait, let me pull up Led Zeppelin on my
I only
artist,
have 2.
and
I
I
think Jerry has 1,000,000.
might have 1,000.
I'll be done. I'll be done real quick. Let me do mine real quick.
Oh, here I got pulled up. So I'm gonna go with Bring It On Home,
Yeah.
Immigrant Song, Gallows Pole, Brawny Yard
Gallows Pole.
Stomp. I'm gonna go with The Battle of Evermore. I'm gonna go with goddamn No Quarter. I'm gonna go with The Rover, In My Time of Dying, House of the Holy, Trampled Underfoot. Oh, I'm surprised. Trampled Underfoot. I'm surprised that one didn't make it. In the
Huh.
Light, Ronnie R. 10 years ago. Oh wait, 10 years gone was on there. I'm also gonna go with All of My Love because I love All of My Love. And
Ronnie War was on Almost Famous too, Andy, right? Yeah. Beautiful.
there we go.
She's-
That's my bonus tracks. There's like a
Charles,
whole separate disc.
Yes.
bonus.
I have a single, and I don't agree with Andy. These go together like peanut butter and jelly. Heartbreaker and Living Loving Maid.
Sir.
You gotta have it on there.
Yeah.
And then as far as any other bonus tracks, basically every other fucking Led Zeppelin song except one, because next week we're gonna do the least favorite song from our favorite artists. So I'll have to say which one that is next week. So tune into that, folks.
I already know what it is.
And then Andy, bonus tracks.
Yeah, I've got 4.
Okay.
Zeppelin 1, Your Time Is Gonna Come.
Oh,
Great
great
song.
song.
That's correct.
Yes.
Also off of Led Zeppelin 1, Babe, I'm Gonna Leave You.
Good song.
Great song.
Rip
What
off
a-
25 or
what a-
64,
what a-
but that's okay.
Huh?
Even Great White did a good version of that.
Yeah, White
yeah,
does
it's a
good
good
songs.
version.
Same
Wow.
riff is 25 or 64, but I think actually Chicago's came out after, so I'm just joking. But it's the same riff.
Oh,
Yeah,
you
Chicago came out way after. That's when.
Um,
Yeah.
and Tangerine.
Holy
Uh,
shit, man. I never compared those two
Love
before. Sorry,
Tangerine.
Andy. You're right.
Yeah,
they did
dude.
sound the same.
Same
Sorry,
riff,
Andy.
man.
Sorry.
Same
Andy.
riff.
The last one, Immigrant Song.
Nice. Okay, I'm gonna go to sleep right now, Jerry.
Nah, it's gonna be very easy. Charles kind of stole my thunder a little bit, but my bonus hits are everything I didn't say off Led Zeppelin 1, everything I didn't say off Led Zeppelin 2, everything I didn't say off Led Zeppelin 3, everything I didn't say off Led Zeppelin 4, House of the Holy, Physical Graffiti, Into the Outdoor, Presence, and Coda. Told you, nice and quick.
Yeah, but
But
that's a
you'll
million.
have to pick one for next week.
Nice one, Gary.
All right, and then
I have
I
a
just
feeling I
have
know
two.
I have a feeling I know what song it is, and I like that song.
I picked the ocean and when the levee breaks. That's it for me. But that was our ultimate 11-track Zeppelin album. But before we go, I need Eric, you need to pimp your shit.
Yeah, man. Listen to the Rock All Over You podcast. We're available on Spotify, Podbean, and Apple Podcasts. It's me
And
my-
Amazon. It's on Amazon too now.
Oh, it is on Amazon too. Okay.
on Amazon Music.
Apparently, we're on Amazon.
I'm
now,
getting
too.
most of my downloads from Amazon lately. It's weird.
Okay, we're on Amazon now. Apparently,
Yeah.
thank you, Mark. me and Eddie Castracci, man, we review some great hard rock, heavy metal albums that you all know and love, or some that you hate. Like we just did OU812, and that was torture.
Ooh,
Awesome album. Fuck
Love
yeah.
it. Great album.
my
Terrible album.
condolences.
That was Sammy Hagar owes me reparations for listening to that.
Mine,
shit.
all mine.
Oh,
I have to go to
God.
therapy probably. after that.
Oh, I need therapy after listening to that crap. Oh, I couldn't get an erection for like 2 weeks after
Come on,
hearing
don't
that
you like
album.
to go straight on up to the lunch pail? Come on.
God. But no, but yeah, subscribe, go check us out, comment, leave us some reviews on iTunes. We need some iTunes reviews. Spread your ass cheeks on that subscribe button and hump it. But yeah, check it out, Rock All Over You podcast.
And
I think I
join
just
their
wrote- I think
Facebook
I-
group. It's private, but check it out.
Yeah,
think I
check out
just
the
attacked- I
Facebook
think-
group.
I think I just tacked it. I'll just push the button. I won't rub my ass. I'll just push the button.
Leave them a review, Jerry, if you haven't done it.
Just finger the subscribe button. You
I
can just
think I-
finger it.
I'll tickle it a little bit.
I used to be an original member of the group, but then I got pissy and left it. So now I'm just a top contributor. But Charles, you got anything to say?
Yeah, man, we get me and Lee did a show yesterday. If y'all want to check that out on Michael Stanley, meant a lot to me. It was one of my late mother's favorite artists. So it's kind of dedicated to her.
Nice.
Recording Freeform on Saturday, one of my favorite bands, so that should be fun. And like I said, next week, folks, whoever wants to be with us, we are going to do the our top personal 11 favorite artists, but our least favorite song from that artist, which is a hard thing to do. I think that's harder to do than this
It's
week.
easy for my favorite band, and Eric knows what song that is. Don't tell what that song
There's a
is,
couple.
Eric.
There's a couple artists that I can easily nail. I can easily nail what my least favorite song is, but there's other ones I've been racking my brain already. So
I haven't tried yet. I've been too busy setting up podcasts and videos and getting a band on our podcast. That's freaking hot, from a Bourbon House band. Fucking cool band. She's hot, Lacey. But
Oh, yeah.
Andy,
Them
Andy-
the other on your show, didn't
Huh?
you? You played them the other night on your show.
Bourbon House band, yeah, they're really good.
Yeah.
I saw them on TikTok and I started following them, and they respond back, man. She's pretty
cool.
cool. I think I want to do a Zoom video and then put it on Freeform, and then because she's pretty nice to look at, and then just put the audio on the podcast, because I could do audio and video like I did with Greg Chason from Badlands. Do the same thing on that one. But Andy, pimp your shit.
Yeah, I don't have a show next week on Blackspinner because I'm going to the Houston rodeo. It's rodeo time, but I would like to be on y'all's next show. I've already got a couple of songs written down after I saw the topic. But the week after that, on Blackspinner, we're going to be doing a new segment called One and Done with the Beatles, where we'll take every album, where we'll do all 12 albums, but you can only pick one song off of each album for your.
which I'm on that one. Yeah,
It's gonna be hard.
Nice.
to do that
Yeah,
one
you
there.
can only pick one song from
That's
each
tough.
album.
That's tough.
And then after that, like I said, we'll have Scribble on the 15th for a interview about his music and his top 10 albums and his influences.
Megadeth, Megadeth. Okay.
Limp Bizkit.
Tell him
Oh,
about the,
fuck Limp Bizkit.
the Blackout against
He
Rusty.
loves Limp Bizkit.
I know he does.
Yeah.
We
Only
should have
bad thing
Scribble-
about him.
Should have Scribble on your show last night, and you'd have a couple of
Yeah.
Megadeth.
Megadeth,
Songs.
Megadeth.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I told him about the Black Album and the Rust in Peace that we're going to be working on. So
Yeah.
we'll see how that goes.
Jerry, you got anything to say, brother?
No,
No?
No.
no,
All right.
seriously.
All I want to say
Hold on.
is, man. Go ahead.
Nah, you guys fucking ruled it. I love all you guys. Eric, man, thank you for taking time out with us tonight, man.
Oh
Always
man,
loved
thank you
having
guys for
on.
having me on, man. It's been a while.
Had a blast last night, Andy. Had a fucking great time on your show last night. Love all you guys.
Yeah. The thing I got to say is make sure and subscribe and like the videos, because I heard the likes give us a lot of play. We got
Yes, I do.
291 subscribers now. We need at least 9 more to get 300, and then 709 to get 1,000, so we could start like monetizing this bitch. We don't play any
Notification bell too, folks. Notification bell.
notification. Yeah, fucking
Better-
just
so click on that like button and then hump it.
hump it. But check out the Freeform Rock podcast. Every Friday we have a new episode. Every Saturday we have a video, and most of the time both these bozos will be on there with me on the video. Depends. And we're gonna do we're gonna have Load with you coming up in a few weeks.
Oh shit, I forgot I gotta listen to that fucking album. Damn it.
And you can thank Charles for saying I need Eric on that episode. So,
Thanks a lot, Charles. Thanks a
You're
lot.
welcome.
but that'll be coming up soon. Well, probably in a month or so. But check out the Freeform Rock. Also check out that metalstation.com. We got loads of great DJs on there.
Yeah.
Metal Mike, Bushy, Brian Davis, Jai, the Aussie guy. Sarah's great. I can't listen to her because I'm at work. She plays the best of the underground. Probably I don't like any of that music she
Fucking,
plays.
I'll listen to her show the other day. It rules, dude.
She plays a lot of like death metal, right?
Very
Yeah.
obscure shit, man.
Yeah, that's
Awesome.
probably why. Her and Lee should get together and do a podcast. But thank you guys for being here, man. Let's get the fuck out of here and get some sleep, Charles.
No,
All
I
right.
gotta go to work.
I gotta go.
I'll sleep tonight.
Later, guys. See you guys
All right,
next
man.
week. Check out the Rock All Over You podcast and Rock and Metal Combat podcast. Fucking all the podcasts from our freaking great people, man. Later, guys.
Squeeze that juice and let it run down your leg. See you next week.
Absolutely.
Comment,
Later,
y'all.
guys.
Talk to you.
Later.
All right.
Bye.